Hello, good time zone. Yeah, we're we're going live now. I just hit the button by accident, and I was just like, okay, well, we're here now. Hi. I'm unmuted. Y'all aren't yet. Now y'all are.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good time
Good
zone.
morning.
I'm Prince, Dimples and Dice, the proprietor of this channel and all around moist heat. We are here.
I'm telling
with
Cypher on you.
Yeah.
Wayward Revelry. And I'm here with a wonderful crew of people who are probably going to try to make me miserable because of the comments and the name of this episode. So let's get this party started. It's going to be a lot of fun today, I'm sure, because we have just entered into the Feywild. We are at the Prismere. But before we get started in the game shenanigans, let's let the players introduce themselves. So start with Red.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I am Red. And I am playing Z, whose pronouns are he, him. My pronouns are she, they. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. I hardly ever tweet her. Otherwise, you can catch me here on Sundays and sometimes Friday nights, crashing Dimples, happy hour streams when they are happening. I am a DM and writer, and later this year I may be DMing a campaign on this channel, but we'll see. That's all.
Phenomenal. Panda.
Hi, good morning. I'm Awkwardish Panda. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Awkwardish Panda. I raised a lot of money for charity this week, and my brain is a little fried, so please excuse me if I'm a little out of it this morning. I play Glix. Both of our pronouns are she, her, and I am in a Eladrin Druid, Circle of Stars. That me.
Magnificent. Joe.
Hello, I am Joe Perez. You can find me everywhere on the internet at LoaderZJ, LODURZJ. I will be playing the he, him LO4, who is an Owlin rogue and shrinking asshole. And I once rolled a 44 on a D4.
Shrinking asshole. You know what? Nope, we're not going there. Kismet.
Oh. Hello, everybody. My name is Indrani. I'm actually a tiny vampire frog. Nice to meet you. You can find me on the internet as at Nonagon Dice. I'm a handmade
This tiny vampire frog.
Yeah, it's actually my tiny vampire frog account. But you can find me making dice on the internet and different tabletop RPG streams like this one. And I'm the co-founder of Daisies and Dragons, which is India's largest TTRPG community. And now we're streaming on Twitch, so you can find us at twitch.tv/DaisiesandDragons. Yeah, that's me. I also raised some money over the past couple of days. We raised, I think, like $3,000 for various charities total. And yeah,
I think it in. Go ahead.
Yeah, just exhausted as well, but so glad to be here. This is the one thing I look forward to every Sunday. So yeah, that's me.
Cheers. Why? No. Zero.
Oh my god, I just saw it.
Vampire Frog OnlyFans account coming soon.
Don't.
Watch this space.
No.
Hi.
I just linked you something in Discord, Andrani, so you know.
God.
Wait.
Anyway.
Hi.
Sorry, Zero, go ahead.
Hi, what are we doing? Hi, my name is Zero Reynolds, aka the reason that Dimples lies awake at night, questioning the existence of a just and loving God. You can find me everywhere online at Sir Jester, and I am playing Ulfir the Strayed, a Furbolg barbarian, Path of the Beast. Both of our pronouns are he, him.
Magnificent. Yeah, y'all already know who I am. My pronouns are he, him. I'm running this game. It's going to be chaos. Shout out to Roll20 hooking us up with our BTT and tools we need to run this game. And yeah, you're gonna see a little bit of stuff today. I believe, provided the players don't do some absolutely wacky shit that I am absolutely not prepared for. And I'm prepared for a lot, honestly, because
You were not
You know
prepared last week.
you know how TNT knows drama? I know
Mhm.
chaos.
Yeah.
So let's get started. Zero, you ready with that recap?
Yes, I am. And as mentioned in the Discord, I will be just doing it completely straight this morning. Good morning. I'm Lawful Boring, and this is the 11 o'clock news. Our continuing top story, the unprecedented events unfolding at the Witchlight Carnival in what authorities are now calling a, quote, prolonged clusterfuck of felonies, poor life choices, and too much sugar. The apparent perpetrators of the chaos, the friend-shaped group, decided to enjoy a last fling at the carnival before its closing, invading the grounds of the Tower Topple game. According to the game operator, the group elected to, quote, cheat that shit harder than Jeff Bezos at tax time. Closing ceremonies were fast approaching, as well as a plan to steal potent artifacts from the carnival owners, a scheme that one witness later considered a dick move. We reached out to Thaco for further comment, but were told to, and I'm quoting here, choke on the balloon, you dirty soup dumpling. Elafor conducted the first phase of the theft. The unblinking, soulless predator bird, hide your wife, hide your kids, successfully stole Mr. Witch's watch. A witness to the crime described the culprit as crowing, quote, it's grand larceny time, Pookie, and then pointing at his feathered crotch, though we cannot confirm that at this time. My director is saying that sounds legit. While this attack on traditional carnival values was taking place, Z and Kismont confronted Mr. Light in his trailer. After failing to bad cop, worse cop the situation and pushing Mr. Light directly to find out mode, Kismont was turned into a frog, a spectacle described as, quote, the unholy union of the princess, the frog, and Twilight, according to one fanfic author. The closing ceremonies found the colorful Glix being crowned as Carnival Monarch and Candlefoot's proposal having gone well. This rare moment of joy was soured somewhat by a drunken Kanku screaming, quote, sponge up the happy now, you fucking discount Fellowship of the Ring. It's all Mordor from here. The group reconvened just in time to be confronted by Mr. Witch and Mr. Light Z in a move that no one, not ever, could have possibly foreseen coming. What a shock. This is my shocked face. Oh no, the director is telling me to move on. Got fired from the Witchlight Carnival. The watch returned. The carnival owners led the group to the Hall of Illusions and the entrance to the Prismere, where the original owner of the carnival had gone missing, along with what was stolen from the party. After reciting Dr. Seuss on one of his bad days, the group entered the portal, and Glix is given some clues as to what the group must do in the wilds beyond. When asked about the information by this broadcast, carnival attendant Burley replied, quote, I'm not your fucking fortune cookie, newsman. Buy a ticket or blow. More details as they come in. And now Dimples with the weather. Dimples?
God,
I gotta get the door.
That
I
was the
hate you
best
so
one
much.
ever.
Oh my god, okay.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
I want you to just start a channel, like a news channel for actual play TTRPGs where
God.
you recap episodes just like that. Just like
I mean,
all of them.
I think you just found our next project.
Yeah, just like TTRPG news, and it'll just be that. Just
Also,
that.
I just want to see the inside of Zero's mind. I know that's weird to
No,
say
you
out
No,
loud, but
No, you don't.
that
No.
sounds like
But
a
I re-
terrible.
No,
I really want to just take a peek. Like,
No.
I need to know how it works. I need to know what goes on in there. I need to know what went wrong. But I
Lot.
just
Lot. I've seen some shit. Anywho,
apparently,
Oh
but
God.
also not to alarm anybody, if you go right now to twitter.com/tiny vampire frog, you might
Are
have
you
a little
kidding me?
surprise.
Did you claim it? Did you do the thing?
I did.
Oh my
I
god.
did.
Okay.
You might have to request permission to use that fan art as your profile pic.
I will.
You're
I
peeking.
will.
We do have vampire
Oh,
frog
sorry.
fan art. It's wonderful.
When you get loud, it gets real loud.
I gotta
Listen.
say, keep an eye on that account for some in-game tweeting, if you will. But
Oh my lord.
for now,
Yep, this is happening.
yeah, you
Okay.
guys better turn up.
I'm
Oh, we
starting
have
the game
permission
now.
from Cerulean. Thank
Oh,
you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, let's
so,
go.
wow. You'll come through this portal, and you stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy twilight sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly, towers over the surrounding landscape, but sections of it have crumbled away. The parts that remain in place are separated by large gaps where portions have collapsed. A fog-shrouded swamp spreads out below you in all directions, and up from its mark wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also, rising from the swamp is the music of nature, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs that aren't vampires and singing
How
birds.
do you know?
Yet.
Yeah,
Yet.
how do you
Give
know?
it time.
Because I'm the
Maybe
DM.
God damn it.
So I know.
That's a fair point.
Everybody sleeps. Kismet raises an army.
You
of
chose
vampire frogs.
violence this morning.
I
Jeez.
chose violence. No, y'all started.
No, you started it with that episode title. Anyway,
Let's go.
This. Oh my
Go.
god. You're in the swamp. It is moist. Whatever.
And just to clarify, there are no vampire frogs in here.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, are you turning into a vampire frog? Because if so, then maybe there is.
I wish I could. Somebody get that polymorph spell on me.
you're gonna multi-class into druid just for that.
I fucking will.
Anyway, y'all are here. The bridge seems, or this causeway seems relatively secure as far as you can tell. But as you look out and coming through the frog and the fog,
Go on. What about the frog?
We need a frog counter in chat, please. Every time Dimple
Yes,
says
please.
frog, we need to add one.
I'm just trying to survive, y'all. I'm just trying to survive. Jesus.
Please note, I have not said a single word.
Okay,
Panda
so
is like the kid who sits at the front of the class, and the rest of us are just assholes talking shit in the back. Panda shooting us dirty looks as we're just.
Sorta,
I love
yeah.
This group so much. I love
Sorry,
everybody here
it's
so
funny.
much.
in the distant sky, you all spot a great balloon. First would be, I believe, highest wisdom in this group is Kismet.
Wisdom or
Wait.
passive perception? Because don't forget
Passive
mine.
perception.
Mine
Passive
just went up to
perception.
19.
Okay, well, never mind. I'll seize it first.
How dare you?
Followed by Kismet. And it depends on if y'all point this out. But in the distant sky, you spot a great balloon made of patchwork material and is spinning out of control. Maybe it's punctured, you can't tell. But the wicker basket that is hanging from it is swinging wildly. The balloon then plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog, maybe a mile away.
Does it look like there might be a living creature in it?
Couldn't tell.
This distance? Okay.
It's too far away.
We should look, see if there's any survivors from that.
From
Had good stuff on them.
from
We should-
what?
There was a balloon that went down,
Yeah, right
possibly. But welcome to the Fey Wilds. If you have never been here before, I would issue you a warning. Sometimes things are not what they seem. Is everybody rested enough to continue on the adventure, or do we need to make camp before we go and do things like, I don't know, walk a mile to where it might be a balloon, or it could be a creature that wants to eat us? Either one.
I would like to rest.
It's been a really long day,
there. Raz.
but
I'm all right, but
somebody's hurt. We should probably go help.
I will allow the group to make that decision.
If we walk closer and I can smell blood from a distance, then maybe we don't have to go closer because they're probably dead from bleeding out. But if not, then maybe we can help, right?
distances aren't always what they seem here. So
Mhm.
I grew up here. I understand that.
I'm just saying, if we actually need to rest and we start walking,
It could be
we don't
days
know
to that
how long it
mile,
will take
yes.
us to walk.
So Ulfir
Right.
physically looks okay, but Ulfir took a lot of fucking custard damage that was never healed.
No.
No,
The
no,
custard
no.
damage
The custard
automatically
damage,
heals.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
after the
It's
Oh,
it's
never
not
mind.
real
Gotcha.
damage. It's not real damage. It's
I'm
just
more
your
worried about-
stomach. It's
Inside.
stomach lining damage. Yeah.
That's inside.
After
I'm-
you've taken, constitutional, you're good.
But Elafor is more worried about Glix. And
Yeah.
you could see, like, when he's talking to everybody and asks if they are okay and need to rest, the first person he looks at is Glix, and the last person he looks at is Glix.
I'm not physically tired. I'm mentally exhausted. I could go help someone if we needed to.
Well, walk's a
But
nice way to
after
clear your
that,
head.
I will definitely want to find a place to take a nap because
I'll
today
put it
was
like
a
this.
lot.
You leave this bridge, there's going to be a lot less safe places, and you can tell because it's a
Incorrect.
swamp.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Oh.
Devil's like, oh, you tell me. Tell me
No.
all about it, players.
Oh. No, he did this to his damn self. He gave me something.
Oh,
I would like the
interesting.
viewers at home to vote on my next character, which I will be rolling up very soon.
Yeah, at this rate.
Again, it's up to all of you. It also is possible that whatever happened could happen again. It is also possible that whatever is there hasn't happened yet. This is a very strange place where laws of time and physics don't necessarily follow logic.
I know. That's why I never come here.
Perhaps then
Somebody
I
is going
propose
to
we
have to
rest.
lead the way because I didn't see it and I will get us lost. So,
Glix, are you hale enough to walk a mile?
yeah.
Then perhaps we
I
should
can walk
address
500
this.
and then I can walk 500 more and I
God
will
damn
still
it.
be fine.
God damn it. So much
Now
for
it's
you
our
being the
turn
good
to-
kid at the front of
Yeah.
the class.
I
Well,
was just
sometimes
gonna
I gotta
say,
get one in, okay?
All right, then I assume that we are proceeding.
we all take psychic damage and die. That's what you said.
Yes.
Glix is that angry that she just caused psychic damage to everyone.
Oh.
She's in a mood, by the way. Y'all will notice, like, she came through that portal and immediately turned around and wanted to see what was there and saw there was no way back. And she is now just like, she's ready to hurt people. She is pissed.
Kismet
So-
is looking around and says, "We're in unknown territory. Perhaps it might be helpful for us to have a set of, I hate these, but a set of rules so that we know what to do in case we're separated."
The safe word
Which
is
hopefully-
Flugelhorn.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, but we should have something that
Basically, we don't split up because if you split up here, you're lost.
Yeah.
If you lose sight of me, you're not finding me again.
about that. There is
Kismet's
Look.
like, can I just have a little bit of blood? Like, just a little.
yeah. Kismet looks at Glix and then just says, "There is a way I could keep track of where you are, just as a safety net.
Like what?
Look, I know."
Elafor very slowly, while you're talking about this, turns his head towards you, unblinking.
Yeah, just 180 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a vial of your blood, she looks
Absolutely
between.
not. Let's go. Get
I-
whatever the hell that is.
I have a rope.
I'm not going to be on a leash.
No. I will be on the leash.
No.
You will hold one end.
It's fine. Can we please just go?
You could ride on my shoulder.
Okay, that I can do, and I'll climb up his back and get on his shoulders.
Perfect.
I just fly down.
So,
Kismet's
okay.
shoulders sort of slouch and like she
You are
sort of, like,
climbing
shrinks.
down off this
Oh
causeway.
shit, we're climbing
No,
down.
no,
Okay.
we're resting, right?
No.
We're resting before we climb down.
No, we're
No.
going.
The party
We're not,
party
we're just
decided not to
going.
rest.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's go.
We'll
Let's go.
rest when the sun starts to go down. We're not quite there yet.
Well, that might not happen here.
Yeah, well.
Which of you have dark vision?
I'm an owl. If I can't see in the
believe
fucking dark,
I-
what the fuck is
I'm
good being
pretty
an
sure
owl?
I do. Yeah,
I do not have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
I have to look. I forget where to look.
I believe it is in
Racial
vision
traits.
I have
Yeah.
dark vision, yeah, but
I do not.
Mine's up to 120 feet.
Okay.
I do. I have 60 feet. I have 60 feet of dark vision.
It's like
you're a
Ratatouille,
burp.
where Glix is just like left, right,
Uh,
just holds his hair.
So who
steers
does?
Ulfir.
So Ulfir does not have it.
Ulfir does not have dark vision, no.
Well, I mean,
Neither
technically
do
you
I.
do because everything you see looks
Ophir
like what
and,
dark vision
and
looks
Z.
like.
Ooh, that's rough, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's true, though.
Ophir and Z maybe just stay next to one of us who can see. Well.
Well,
I'm
Ulfir
on
has
his
Glix
shoulder.
on his shoulder, Ratatouille style steering.
No,
I-
Glix is sitting there with her head like this, and she's just like laying on the top of his head.
And-
Kiss
Oh,
might
okay.
be-
And he's got the
Ki-
best cushioning in the world because she's all ass and tits, so it's just
Aw. But could Kismet be my seeing eye Dampier?
yes.
Yes.
Yay.
Absolutely.
I'll make
Okay.
them a vest later.
Yay.
Thank you.
All right. So,
I just hold on to like a pinky.
Alifor's flying down. Glix is riding on Ulfir's back down.
I don't know, not to get down there. I would climb down because
Once we climb down, then
how
you
far
can
down
ride.
is it? Like I'm looking at the map and I know we were at the bridge. I didn't realize we were on the bridge.
Yes.
So how far down do we got to climb?
Approximately 100 feet.
Got 50 feet of rope. Somebody else got 50 feet. We
Yeah,
can
I
knot
got-
them together and just
I
climb
have
down.
plenty of rope. Yeah.
I can
Uh,
also fly. Like Alifor and I could just carry people down.
I don't think
Everyone-
you can.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Right.
We're going to do a group perception check here. We're looking
Yay.
for a total of 60.
Well, that should help. That's 22.
Oh, why?
20,
42,
40,
We're too
56.
shy. I mean, there's no way to not now.
Yeah, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
As you look down off the side of the bridge here, you see that there are mushrooms kind of grown on the side of the bridge. Giant. They're very large mushrooms. But anyone who's like looking, and you can tell that you can find handheld holds essentially to
Oh.
climb down.
Well, then we'll just climb down.
I'm just gonna. Can I just drop from mushroom to mushroom? It's like-
You'll have to do some climbing to go from mushroom to mushroom.
no, I mean just fall onto them.
Is it going to be athletics or is it going to be
I'm
acrobatics?
a
won't
monk.
have-
I can reduce my damage by 20 every time I fall, just automatically. So what I'm asking is, are there enough mushrooms on the way down that I can just like fall
Yes.
onto them one after another? Okay.
If you're going to be this bold, you absolutely can. You will have to make a check though.
Cool.
Keep your balance as you jump on these mushrooms, because mushrooms are not exactly like made of stone. They will move as you land on them.
Yeah, if you're
Sure.
gonna like super, because you can negate 20 damage, but like
Well,
100-foot falls a lot if you
This
slip
is,
off
this,
that
this
first
is
one.
your
'cause
we're
you're just
basically
jumping.
God's moment. Just do it. See how it goes.
well, yeah,
No.
I'm doing it.
I'd like to point
Athletics.
out that dropping mushrooms in the
Athletics
Feywild
or
is a terrible idea.
acrobatics?
I said athletics.
Okay, athletics. 4.
So y'all see, Z
I just hop over the wall.
feeling himself, just jump over the wall, lands on a mushroom, falls on his ass, and then goes flying off this mushroom.
Are they bouncy?
Not bouncy, no, but
Then how am I go flying off?
because
physics
there's
is still a
nowhere but
thing.
down.
Because
Scratch.
you
Oh, I
wasted
thought you
all
meant,
your
like,
natural 20s.
Oh, like up and out, and I was like, what?
No. You go just flying off into the fog.
This makes me so
Okay.
happy.
Cool.
You have
Well.
wings though.
Yeah, I have wings.
Uh,
I can fly.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Z Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Now y'all see Z basically disappear into the fog. Z jumps out past y'all. The rest of you can climb down safely. It might take you a couple minutes, but
I will
I'm
climb
gonna-
down.
I'm
Alifor
gonna-
can fly.
As I fall off, I'm just gonna be like, oh, my leg.
Red, you got to turn that gain down. You are loud.
Okay.
When Z falls, Kismet glances back at Ulfir and says, "You got this for a second?"
I do.
And you see her sort of like just her body tilt 90 degrees as she walks down the side, doesn't even have to like jump or do anything, just straight up runs down the side of the bridge, I suppose. I don't even, yeah, and tries
Spider
to
climb, it's a fun
grab,
thing.
yeah, spider climb. And tries to just grab onto Z.
Z flies out of frame. Kismet reaches out a hand. Ooh, what you say?
Oh my god! Can I try to get Z?
This might be
This
too
is
much
not-
chaos.
Yeah, if you're just walking down the wall, you can try to get Z, but Z, I suspect you've kind of got your balance maybe like after falling about 20 feet and are flying down now.
Yeah.
L4 will look at Z. Use your fucking wings.
No, I am. First of all, y'all can't see me because I fell down through the fog.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
know.
running,
Flying
holding a hand
down.
out for Z.
Alifor can see you.
You said that it's all foggy. You can't see the.
I have 120-foot dark vision with owl
Yeah.
vision. I can
Does
see
Does
you.
that let you see through fog?
It lets
Well,
me
it's
see
not
through some
exactly dark
Stupid
vision.
conditions.
It's just fog. So yeah, Alifor can see. Alifor can see probably better than all of you.
Oh yeah. No, then you can
Combined.
see. I'm fine. I'm just hovering over the ground.
Yeah, there's a little moment of, Z hitting this thing, sliding off, tumble a little bit, realizes wings are there. The wings start to flap, then the tumble comes out, and then Z is just like, I'm cool. I got this. We're good."
No, I'm not.
You're not?
I let myself fall all the way and then caught myself with my wings right before I hit the ground. I'm just fluttering around down there. And when I heard the like Z, then I was like, oh, my leg.
To
And I'm
which
just
Glitch
looking
just
up to
rolled
see
their
what
eyes.
happens.
Oh, you're being dramatic on purpose.
Yes,
then.
yes.
Oh, God.
No, and Glix
Yes.
is like,
Whoa.
Glix doesn't care. Glix
Yeah.
doesn't show even the littlest bit of care. She just starts climbing down.
Yep.
Okay.
Glix is in a mood.
Yeah.
We
So-
gathered.
Glix is like really angry.
Kismet is gonna like try to get down, see if she takes everything at face value. She
Yeah.
thinks Z is fucking hurt, so she's like running down. And then when she sees Z just hovering, she stops and says, "That's not funny. It's
Oh,
a little
well,
funny. It's a little funny, actually. Scratch that." But
it's
Read
just
the
my
room,
leg sort of just slipped on the mushroom. That's all.
right.
Anyway, how are the others coming down?
They're okay. They're okay. I mean, I think they're okay in the physical sense, but I don't think they're okay in the mental sort of sense. But I don't have spells to fix that. I don't know what to do.
In the meantime, I will turn my attention to helping make sure Ulfir and Glix get their way down safely.
Excellent. Easy peasy. because the rest of you actually went down like normal people. Uh,
Hey, listen.
Normal.
We did
uh,
fine.
as you get down to the bottom here, you
Look like Lisa
Sort of.
Frank climbing down the side of a building. So
land in some. It's a swamp. No other way to put it. The mud squelches beneath your feet for those who actually land in it. There are tangled mangroves sort of growing out of the pools of the water. A lot of the stuff is half hidden by fog. There are purple mushrooms clinging to logs, stumps here. With just a casual observation, you can tell that some of the stuff that is above water, it looks like it was wet relatively recently. How long ago? Can't really tell. But nothing here is dry. It looks like the water levels fluctuate. You see, normal stuff that you might expect in a swamp. You hear the sounds of crickets. God damn it.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
There's fireflies, there's frogs, and coming from one direction, there's the sound of singing.
Z
And-
just shakes his head. Nah, ignore that. Ignore that.
which way did this balloon you saw?
I'll point out the direction.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm about to move y'all on maps. And as y'all get to the ground, you also see.
Hey, Dimples.
Yes.
Did we recognize any like words from the singing?
I'm going to sing you a song.
Yes. Wait.
Hey,
I got a thing for this that I need
I just want you to know that
you're.
I just want you to know that you're an all-star.
Yeah.
That's Sheer's fault, but that's okay.
I hate everything. I just want to run a game. And I invited y'all to it, and it was not smart, and I regret all of this.
No, you
Sorry.
don't.
But as y'all get down to the water, you actually see a giant crane.
Like
Big bird.
Like a bird or a machine?
Yeah.
Bird.
bird.
Okay.
Okay.
The bird. The bird's the word. I'm getting y'all all set up for this, but it flies off into the distance. You can absolutely try to attack it or something like that if you feel so bold. Well, I don't know. Y'all are chaos goblins. Y'all might.
I am not.
I'm not going to
I am
attack
the
a bird.
good child here.
That's close to cannibalism. I mean, what?
What? Excuse me?
No.
Yes.
Kismet just sort of, again, once Ulfir is down, can we see better? Have we cleared the fog a bit now that we've descended?
I'm about to
Um,
bring y'all onto a map, but
Okay. I'll ask the DM whether or not Ulfir can see better.
you have dark
Yeah.
vision as well, Red, right?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, Z and
Ulfir and
Ulfir,
Z
no
don't.
dark vision.
I'll
Yeah.
hover about the height of Alfir's head for the duration of the ground adventure here, or as often as possible, just to kind of help direct from his perspective so that he doesn't, step in something that he shouldn't.
Okay. And Glix, you did have dark vision?
Yes, I have 60-foot dark vision.
Just making sure. Okay. Hopefully, I have all of this set up properly. Y'all can see. We're going to be switching to the map view here. Can everyone actually see on this map?
I
No.
cannot.
It is all
but
black, pitch
It
black.
might be zoomed. Yeah, it's all black for me.
I see a black square.
Yep.
All right. Well,
You might have to move the tokens so that the vision resets.
you might be right.
Or the tokens might not be on the token level if they're on the GM level or something.
It should
We
be on
can't see.
token level. Yeah, they are on token level.
Okay. I'm just throwing out things it could be.
Sure. Doesn't matter. I'll turn it off. It doesn't. I don't feel like dealing with trying to figure this out right now. So should be able to see now.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god, that is gorgeous.
So the singing comes from some herringdons. And their marching song is dedicated to their captain, Agdon Lone Scarf. And the song goes as follows. With sticks and stones will break your nose, will beat you blind and steal your clothes. But none among us can compare to one wily swift and stand-up hare. Scarf that's glorious, thief noctorious, his deeds are truly meritorious. With a wink and a grin, he'll show his cunning. A flash of his scarf, he'll take off running, quick as a bolt, his long scarf trailing. Gasping, grasping, you'll end up flaring. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer. Thanks to Agdon Longscarf, Brigden Prince of the Prismere.
Have I heard of this dude given my previous line of work?
No.
This
Have I
single
heard
is
of this
fire.
dude? EP coming soon.
I'm going to tell you all right now, you've never heard of him.
How do I spell that?
Agdon. And Longscarf is spelled just how it sounds.
Scarf. What was he called? The what of Prismere?
Prince.
Brigden
Prince
Prince.
of Prismere.
Brigden
All I
Prince,
hear is,
like pirate thievery.
All I hear is there's a
Brigden
rabbit that needs
Prince.
eaten.
Jesus.
Can I get a sense of how like dangerous they look in terms of like how well armed they are or like how they're proceeding along?
When you get close enough to see them, you see that 4 of them have weapons out. Daggers, axes, that sort of thing. One towards the back has a bow. And
Can I a clarification question? You're asking about dark vision. Is it dusk here or just like night?
you're seeing through a fog. You cannot tell what time it is.
Okay, well, I'm asking about the light levels. Is this considered like dim light? Is this actually dark?
It's not actually dark. It is like seeing through a fog.
Okay,
Like on a
got it,
foggy
got it.
day.
Okay, cool. So kind of like
we're in
dim
Silent Hill,
obscure.
not the mines.
Cool.
Correct.
Okay, that's all I was checking about is just understanding like how dark it is, basically. Cool. So I can see it's just more
Yes.
difficult and
Correct.
limited range. Got it. Okay.
Correct. And as y'all are approaching, one of the hares waves a hand and the singing
Before-
stops.
Real quick, before we do that, if everybody is moving that direction, Elafor would probably take a little bit further up to the air, hide in the fog, and maintain a position where he can see the hares and the party, and then if necessary, come in like a stealth predator. Because
Yeah, Z
I'm an
doesn't want to
owl
go
and
closer
they're
to them
rabbits.
either.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be, I would not be trying to approach them. I would be hanging way back.
Well, they're
I think we-
coming towards you.
Oh, they're
so,
coming towards us. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
and y'all are barely into the swamp from the bridge, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
The bridge, what's the levitation? How is it just like floating on top of the swampy waters, or
You
is
see
it elevated?
the stonework into the ground in the
Yeah, the
swamp.
bridge is 100 feet in the air. Like the top of the
Yeah.
bridge where we just climbed down from is 100 feet
But
in
what?
the air.
Where
it's
I think
still-
on the map here, right?
Yeah.
It would
Like
basically be
looks like
behind
they're
her,
walking
though.
on. Well, no. On the map, it looks like they're walking on some kind of
Those
little
are just
bridges.
some elevated, like I wouldn't even call them bridges. They're just like walkways above the
Planks,
swamp,
like-
essentially.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
little planks.
Walk-
Okay.
got it.
They're not even like a full 5 feet above you. They're probably like maybe like,
Okay.
you know, you could grab onto them, and just get off out of the muck, essentially, because this muck
Understood.
is going to be difficult terrain.
Okay.
Because got it.
And the way these work, they basically float with the water levels.
Well, I look up at L4, who's already sort of taken position. I don't think there's a way for us to avoid them, so we might as well just keep it moving, right?
Yeah, I would just let them go past.
And I'm going to
Yeah.
switch the screen for y'all in just a moment on the stream. So give me a second.
Yeah. Z's gonna fly up a little further, not
So-
as high as L4, but just kind of be hovering above the group.
As soon as they see you, they go, "Stop. This is a robbery. If you resist, we'll beat you black and blue."
Oh, like from the song. It makes sense. That's really cool that you incorporated it as a part of your theme.
That's good branding, gents. Very good branding.
Kismet
I'm
turns to
Glad
she
you're so
looked genuinely
perceptive.
impressed.
Yeah, no.
You want to rob us?
Yes.
Do you
Why?
have permission to do that?
Permission? Why would I need permission?
From Agdon Longscarf, obviously.
Agdon's a friend. Of course I have permission.
Yeah, he's
The
our
leader
friend
of this
too.
group.
Do we see this Agdon long scarf in this group?
How would you know?
Wearing a long scarf?
No.
Okay. How would you know? A rabbit wearing a super long scarf. Well, are we
Thanks
just
for the
supposed to?
offer, but I think we'll pass.
Are we just
You're-
supposed to believe that you're associated with Agdon? It's not
Yeah.
here.
And this hair looks at you very confused. Like, what kind of question is this?
You usually get a writ or something of some kind that says, I am here on Agdon Longscar's business, and then their seed or something like that, right?
He's like, look, I know a lot about highway robbery. This is
I worked at a carnival. I know all about
This
this.
is not
No.
this is not very official.
So you should know that you don't have a lot of options here. You can give us what you have and what we ask for, or you can fight.
Or
Small
you could
one.
leave and no one gets hurt.
Small one. I see that you are an accomplished troop. Yes.
Yes, I'm Jebik, and I'm the leader of this crew.
Jebik. An honor. I am Ulfir the Strayed, but I fear we have nothing of value to give you, and I understand times are hard.
Ah,
I would like to give you something anyway, if I may.
I have, and that's where you're wrong. I actually do. All of you have something that we can use. And you see her pull around. It looks like a stoppered gourd, and the stopper on top of it is like a golden knob. And she says,
What's that?
"All I want is your memories. Just a happy little memory."
Oh, Ulfir swoops in, or Ulfir, Elafor. As soon as he hears this, rage mode. I'm diving in. I'm attacking the leader.
All right.
This is a trigger for Elafor.
Friend, no.
That makes sense.
I said I was stealthing up. I'll roll the stealth to see if anybody sees me coming.
Please roll me a stealth.
Silent wings of death.
That's a
Oh my
26.
None of them can beat that. So we're not
Yeah.
even going to roll.
Even
So
if they try it, yeah, that's
you can
great.
get your surprise attack, and we're going to roll initiative then.
Sorry.
Ulfir's just like, well,
No, don't apologize.
Shit.
Yeah, I just imagine Ophir trying to reason with them, and just from his peripheral vision, he just sees this owl swoop down.
He said the one thing that would make me act irrationally. He literally said the one thing.
No, it makes complete sense. Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
have the
Memphis-
initiative tracker open, so I don't know
Hold
that it's
on.
going there.
Give me a second.
I don't know what happened, officer. A feather duster moving like Usain Bolt came in, and
That's for the next recap. Save it. Save it.
I'm sorry.
Also, I cannot select my token to roll initiative. FYI.
I dragged it from the freaking page.
Yeah, I can't select my token. Either. Should I just put mine
Well,
own?
drag
one?
your own tokens over here.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
do
yeah,
it
that's
yourself.
what I-
Is it on the
I'm-
map layer? Like,
It is on the map layer. I just drag your own tokens. It's fine.
Already rolled. So
We'll
okay.
punch in your roll. Roll again, and we'll just edit your roll. Essentially,
Where is my token?
you have to just drag it to the map yourself because this is acting funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where that is on the thing.
Oh, just go to your name and then just drag your name to the map
Okay.
in the journal, or the journal.
my partner is watching Dune outside, and I can just hear like Mongolian throat singing, and it's just threw me off for a second.
I did the thing, but it still didn't want to add me, so
I'll
Yeah, it
edit
won't let me
manually
edit.
if need be.
Thank you, sir.
ultimately it's a
Uh,
12, but you said I get the surprise run, right?
You will get a surprise round.
Steal those memories.
And let's see. Party.
Yeah, I don't know that this is like a fully licensed outfit to use that name. Seems like it might be a knockoff.
What?
I mean, Launch Scarf isn't here. I'm just saying, it seems like it might be a knockoff brand, robbers.
Wow. I'm just over here with no fucks to give at all.
I give plenty of fucks. You just happen to say the one thing. That ain't my fault.
Okay, so we got
Sorry for all the moving around. My mouse decided it wanted to die. So
Oh no.
what are the initiative rolls? Just tell me because it's
12.
fun to
3.
hear.
I rolled a 3.
3. Alfier.
14.
14. Kismat.
7.
7.
Big 7.
Alifor, you said 12.
Mm-hmm.
Z is
I'm in there.
I'm asking you so I can write it in.
Oh, I'm 11. Yeah.
Okay. So, I think that should be good. Yeah, looks right.
Look at the fucking rolls on these. Oh
So-
my God.
Alifor, you act first.
All right, which one is the leader? Ping, please. I just come swooping down from the mist, with my rapier like held out like a point of like a ship or whatever. Elafor has a look on his face that is just like completely blank, And he's not saying or screaming anything. So let's make this attack, see what happens. 24. I'm assuming that hits.
That
Fabric
will hit.
skewer. Little kebab.
That's 13 points of damage, and then I bonus action. I use the rest of my movement to fly back up and bonus action hide. Just silently swooping in and then back up.
And instantly, you see this one. You said 13 points.
13 points.
He just drops.
Because when this happens, Kismet says, "Look, it's not too late. You can leave us alone. I'll even help your leader, Jedek."
And that's a 14 on stealth to go back up.
The crew here is like,
Because he can keep doing it, and so can the rest of us. But we don't want to.
He's just sort of like, yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Don't
So-
apologize. This is great.
Elafor, unfortunately, you're not hidden.
That's fine.
From
They can take their
them.
shots.
And
Do they listen when I say that? Like, I'll fix her up and we'll stop. Just let us go.
we're gonna get to that.
When we get to your turn, because
When we
we're in
get to your
initiative
turn, we're
order.
gonna
I
get to
think.
Oh, right. Because
Yeah.
sorry. Yes,
this is initial order
yeah.
thing.
No.
here. So,
My bad. So sorry.
let's see. This one's going to take a shot at you, Elafor. Sniper. Yep. Okay.
Does not hit.
Roll. 13 does not hit. So you see a rock just go flying past you, Elafor. It's like,
I stop mid-flight and I literally just crane my head down, and the pitless black eyes are now focused on that person.
okay, excellent. And that was this one right here. And one's like, I think they killed Jedek. I think they killed Jedek. Then he looks over, and this one's going to roll basically a medicine check to try to stabilize the leader. And so, yeah, it's like, okay, she's not dead. I think we're good.
Yet.
So we're gonna skip
Just a
that
voice
one.
from the skies just goes, yeah.
And another one is going to take a shot at you. And you just hear, "Death bird! Kill the death bird!"
That hits. I'll take one.
Just a rock just plinks into Elafor. Ulfir, your turn.
Ulfir is going to unlumber his two-hander axe and yell, "None have died yet. Stand down, or not even the wind will remember your names."
Roll me an intimidation. And roll it with advantage, actually.
Yeah, because I just one-shot their leader. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh!
Whoa. All right. Fuck.
And you just hear the one that is trying to heal Jebek up go, if we just leave and take Jebek with us, will you let us go?
You
Leave.
have my word.
Leave the gourd.
I can't do that. I that actually might kill me.
Elafor, please.
I fly down and
Go.
I perch on Ulfir's shoulder. They steal memories.
A problem we will address, but now is not the time. They are a symptom, not the disease.
Z's like sizing them up, and he's like, I think they're working for someone.
Well, yes, Agdon Longscott.
They don't seem.
Yes, we work for Agda.
Yeah.
Did you hear the song?
Are you collecting memories for Agdon? What do you do with them?
Yes, everything that goes into the gourd, every bit of loot, we go to Agdon first. Can we please leave?
I will whisper to Ulfir. I don't know if they have my memories.
Take us to Agdon.
I don't know if they
No.
have my memories.
I cannot
should go
break
to
my
Agdon.
word unless they break theirs.
We should go to Agdon with them.
And
Actually, you know what?
Take
Hold on a
us.
second. Hold on a second. Did they leave blood? There's blood on the ground from where I just stabbed the shit out of that fool, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I walk over. I get off the shoulder. I walk over. I scoop up some of the blood. I'm watching them. I turn around and I hand it to Kismet.
take it.
We will always know where you are. Go.
Oh, when you say
As
that,
much as
the
smiles,
eyes get
like
wider
fangs.
as you grab the blood. This is not even like, you don't have to roll intimidation check at this point. You can clearly see that they are all truly terrified. Like, this escalated far beyond what they expected to happen. And now they're just like in oh shit mode.
Kismet, like smiling really widely, fangs on display, just tucks away the vial of blood. I told you this was a bad idea.
Leave with your lives. Do not trouble us again.
Okay. Okay.
Does she need help? I point
No,
towards
we got
Hither.
it. We got it.
You sh-
We got it.
okay. You let me know if you need help.
And they peace out back into the fog. And that is,
Ulfir-
Elephor
that's your
starts
initial order.
Yeah,
Elephor
Ulfir's gonna
starts shaking.
Ulfir's gonna walk over to Kismet. Is that enough to track them to their lair?
Yes.
I think we should have gone with them, because just because we know where their lair is doesn't mean we can safely navigate there.
No, but we have
We came
someone,
down
and he
here with
looks
a
over at
purpose.
Ilafor.
And we just started a fight that could have been avoided.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about using my, I don't know what to call it, a curse. And she just like has this maniacal smile for a moment and says, to intimidate people, this is not. She's holding on, like she takes out the vial again and she just looks down and says, it's already bad enough.
They are alive. That is the most positive outcome. We did not seek this, but it fell on our heads anyway.
We picked
And
a
we
fight
should
that
be-
we could have avoided.
And
This is
then
true.
this Elephor looks at Glix. They picked the fight. I ended it. And I walk a little bit away and I turn my back, sheath my sword, and you see me. Elephor is just like shaking. His hands are doing that like thing where the adrenaline and like nerves are like pumping through you, and his hands are opening and closing, and he is shaking. And if anybody is observant enough, you may realize that he is probably crying right now a little bit.
Kismet is going to scurry up.
Which way to this balloon that we're supposed to be looking for?
Follow us, she calls out. but is just gonna walk next to L4.
Excellent. So y'all are going searching for the balloon, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
very pensive the whole time.
Z's gonna just fly, about 10 feet above the ground, like kind of keeping a lookout for anything suspicious or questionable, since Elafor looks upset and Kismet's consoling him and everything.
That's how you
Might
know
not be
L4 is
as-
upset. He's letting Kismet console him.
yeah. They might not be as attentive for danger. Also, Z's just annoyed by this whole thing. He's just like, oh my god.
Lix, are you riding on Ulfir's shoulders?
I wasn't, and now I might be. It depends. I mean, it's only a mile, so I might just walk and
Okay.
walk right next to you.
Okay.
Excellent. So you're taking a walk through the this swamp. It's slow going. I mean, if you're the people who fly, you have to kind of slow down to make sure that you don't leave the others back in the dust, essentially.
Yeah, always
We-
pausing.
Can we
making
not
sure
climb
that-
up on the fences or on the walkways and use those?
You can climb up to certain points, but the water level has started to rise. And it is making things difficult. And they don't go all the way through the swamp here. There's just certain areas where they are,
Gotcha,
and
gotcha.
then some of them are broken off. But you make your way through the swamp, and along the way, you actually see a building. And the building seems to be moving towards you as you are moving towards it. And as you get closer,
No, Z will immediately stop and be like, we should go around. We should
That's where
avoid the building.
Balloon. Okay.
We should avoid the building. Go around the building.
If you say
uh,
so. Kismet
Look,
just
you can't trust anything here. I don't think we should intercept this building.
okay.
right.
And it's hard
Can
to
I
miss.
see what the building looks like? Does it look like
It's in Discord.
Mhm.
okay, let me see.
And as you get the distance closes between you, you notice that the building is walking. The building has legs even. And the legs seem fleshy. Honestly, like the building is being carried by dozens of feet. And it seems to move
Wild.
far more smoothly than you all are moving through the swamp. And as it gets maybe 100 or so feet from y'all, it stops and squats. And a few people walk out and they're like, hey, it was a good trip. It was fun. Oh, I haven't drank like that in a while.
Does it look like a tavern? Or
It looks like an inn and tavern.
She's
When
like,
you
we
hear
should keep
The
going
sounds
around.
of like, merriment and drunken revelry.
we do need to get some rest. Right?
No, we need to go figure out
Well,
what's
after,
going
I
on
mean,
with this balloon.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if
I
you can
offered
maybe-
us rest. I offered us a place, and you said no. You wanted to go after the thing.
I'm just
I need
saying-
everyone to make me
Mm-hmm.
a constitution saving throw, actually.
Oh fuck.
Saving throw?
Yes.
That's a 4.
You take 1 level of exhaustion.
Is this a charm or
Oh,
No,
So
this
we're-
is you
no.
all are tired as shit, and it is catching up with you as you walk through this swamp.
Right.
That's a 6.
She's
You-
flying. As
you
is
still-
Eleanor.
You still have to take this content.
Okay, I'm just making sure it's not from just like pushing through the mud.
No.
Because we're flying. Okay.
Glix, you take a level of exhaustion as well.
Where do I do that on the character sheet?
There is if you click on conditions, it'll pop up
Yep.
for you. And it's at the very bottom.
I can. How visual is this like exhaustion? Can I tell that everybody's sort of starting to?
Yeah, for Kismet and Ulfir, y'all pass. Y'all are tired, but you're able to fight through it here.
I just
but-
had that big pitcher of blood, so it's giving me something to sustain on right now.
Yeah.
yeah, Z, Glix, and Elephor are all that tiredness is kicking in, and seeing the end really is what sort of kicks it off. Even for you, Z, who feels very paranoid about the end.
Yeah, but Z's still like, I'm not going in the fucking inn. This is, don't trust it.
Okay, we should.
It's like, look at the feet on it.
I have no plans of going in there, but y'all said you wanted to go look at this thing. So we should either go look at this thing or we should go to bed.
And you see the sign on the end. And it says the end at the end of the road. And it says free food, drink, and place to rest.
There's no such thing as
There's-
a free
yeah.
lunch.
Probably take your feet.
Do I spot any areas that are raised out of the water right now? Even a little bit?
No, y'all are actually in a part of the swamp where it's just swamp.
She says, we're already tired. Let's just push on a little further, avoiding the feet building. If we see a good place to rest on the way, great. If not, we'll just make it to this balloon crash.
I don't
and
understand
then-
why no one listens to anyone in this damn group. Did you not hear when Eleanor told us that we have a place to stay if we need to rest, but y'all wanted to go, so let's go. Like, nobody listens to anybody. Y'all are bad fucking people. You just attacked someone for no reason and call it unavoidable. We didn't even get 3 seconds to talk. That whole thing could have been avoided, and all we want to do is fight now. You almost got me fired.
As he looks at Glix, says the person who was spoiling for a fight no more than an hour ago.
Angry and spoiling for a fight doesn't mean I attack the first person that we come across.
It just seems like you don't have much room to condescend right now.
I have all
But
the
if you-
room in the world. I almost just lost my home because a bunch of people decided to pick fights.
Hmm.
Either we're going to go help these people or we need to take a nap.
I'd like to help.
Fine, follow
Z
me.
shrugs.
And I will move away from the tavern, and when I don't think there's any prying eyes, if everybody follows me, whether or not they do, Eleanor will take out a rusted key from around his neck. He passes his hand over it, and it starts to transform into a swirling combination of gold and silver. Where the key should have teeth, it has a flat bar. He pushes the flat bar into what seems like empty space as the archivist key goes to work. Over the next minute, a gigantic phantasmal door opens up, and he walks inside holding the door open. It is large enough for Ulfir to step
Archivist
into.
key?
You gave it to me. It's on that ledger. You said yes.
No, I said a common item from that
No,
ledger.
you didn't. I said, "Can I have
did.
this?" And I said, "Can I have this?" You said yes. We talked
fuck
about it.
I don't care. You can have the key, but we're going to have conditions on this because there was supposed to be a common item. Well, we'll let you use it here.
I could say that it doesn't have the full library. That's fine.
Yeah. We'll get back. We'll get to the cooldown on it essentially.
Okay.
So what are you trying to do?
Give us a place to
Mansion.
rest. Yep.
Okay. And in the swamp, suddenly there is.
Well, the
Well,
building
you
wouldn't be
describe
there,
it.
right?
Huh?
The building wouldn't be. The building isn't there. The building's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a doorway to a pocket dimension.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you guys walk in?
Yeah, I mean, I
It is the
trust
n-
you that you said that you had a safe place for us to stay.
It is the nerdiest fucking quad you have ever seen in your entire goddamn life. It is like a college dorm with like common space tables and like there are rooms off to the sides. That's it. There looks like there's like papers that don't have anything really written on them. They're just kind of thrown about. It is not clean, but it is warm at the very
And
least,
dry, I hope.
and dry.
Definitely.
Respite from the moist. I like it.
There's never
I-
respite
There's
for that.
no respite
Dimples.
from the moist.
Oh my god.
God.
I take one last look at where the balloon fell, and I look up and I see a little prayer. I don't know what I'm saying. I ask the Raven Queen to let them pass if they have died, and if not, help them hold on to life and enter.
Roll me a
And as
religion
I-
check, Kismet.
Sure. Okay. Religion. Jeez. Sorry, 18.
You feel like the Raven Queen is listening. Like whatever you just said resonated. Not much more than that, but you don't always feel that.
I glance up and I say, maybe we'll finally start to get along. And just enter the mansion? Bachelor pad? I don't even know. Make my way in. And I look
I
around
think it
and I
being
say,
bare bones
oh,
is a
this
fair
is...
compromise.
She looks around and is like, very cozy. And finds a corner to just like slump into the floor. And just...
There are rooms. You can take a
Oh.
room.
Yeah, I definitely would have rooms in space here.
Where
She
can I
gets
sleep?
back to her feet.
Pick any of the rooms you want.
Quix will just pick a room, walk in, and shut the door.
The common area, is it sized for normal people?
It's sized for because and this is my argument. It is Strixhaven based.
Okay.
I would say it's for all walks of life. So there's
Okay.
probably a chair large enough for Ulfir.
Thank you. Ulfir will sit tiredly.
Elafor will also sit very tiredly.
What kind of food is there available?
You
It-
have rations in
here's-
your pack.
so Prince and I talked about this. I don't know if he remembers, but there's like nothing here. Like it's
Yeah.
bare bones.
Got it.
There's
Right.
no
It's
there's no
just,
food. There's furniture. There's furniture in space.
Cool.
There's no spectral servants. None of that stuff.
So if
This
you want
is-
rations, you
Z
gotta
will
eat
just
from your
pull
pack.
out leftover mushed up funnel cake and just eat that sitting in.
There might be a broken vending machine that only accepts campus cash. You never know.
This is
Yeah.
a great temple to the goddess IKEA, and we shall worship accordingly.
Yeah. He's just gonna chill in a comfy chair in the common room and eat mushed up funnel cake from earlier.
Kismet is going to sit down next to Elafor and is just quiet for a couple of moments. It looks like she's trying to start talking, but doesn't know when's a good moment, and eventually realizes there isn't a good moment, so she should just say it. And just goes, I think we should figure out how to work as a team. I don't know how exactly yet, but I think we should work on it. All of us.
Probably.
That could have gone differently. And I know that it. Look, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying,
Oh no, it's fine. It was my choice. Blame me.
right. No, I understand impulses better than most, I would say. I turn to Ulfir when he grunts.
This pack has common purpose, but not commonality. You were right to act upon your anger, Ilafor. But that is not how the pack operates.
I haven't had a pack in a very, very long time. I'm sorry.
Which is why I do not judge you. I simply ask of all of us, myself included, that we do better. We all have something that was taken from us, and we seek to regain it. But without commonality, we are lost in the wilderness, and nature cares not for what we need.
Z sort of sits up straighter in his chair and says, look, we have a common goal, and it's convenient to work together to achieve this goal. But as you say, we don't have these commonalities. An easy solution for this is, like a sort of like pre-made plan for how we handle certain situations that everyone knows ahead of time. So even if we all would interpret it differently individually, we know what the group has decided to do. Like, I don't know, we don't shoot first. I think that's a terrible idea. I think we should take opportunities to shoot first because it's a dangerous place. But, if the group knows that we don't shoot first, then no one's gonna, swoop down from above and take out
You were so fast. I just interrupt and turned to Elifor.
Oh,
Came out of nowhere.
Owls hunting rabbits. It's nature.
Right.
Yeah, like maybe the rule is Elifor always attacks rabbits. They never see it coming, so the rest of us knows, right? If we run into more of them, that Elifor attacks. That's the plan. And then we all know. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's what it should be. I'm saying if we all agree ahead of time, then if we run into more of them, all of us would know this is what's going to happen and prepare accordingly, right?
Right. Rules.
And then we can all operate with some semblance of...
I'm fine if the group tries to talk first. If you noticed before that little episode, I was fine letting everybody talk and do their things first and being reactionary and just going with the flow. I'm trying. I really am. It was the one thing that I could not bear to hear.
I wouldn't be too hard on yourself. Glix is really all in her own feelings, not thinking of other people right now. So
neither was I in that moment.
Right. And what I'm saying is we all have those moments, and Glix is upset, but
I don't want us to go away when this is done. I've grown to like you. Elifor burst that out, like just literally. But I think you're all going to leave when this is done. I don't have friends. I've never had friends. I've never had anybody that I could even remotely rely on aside from my teacher and my mentor. And you've had my back over the last 24 hours more than anybody. I hate that I like this. And I don't want to ruin that.
Can I make an insight check to see how much of this is just tiredness versus like actually like full?
Elifor is crying,
can't
like
lie.
full on crying, and Elifor can't lie.
No. But I'm like, but how much of this is like a in the moment feeling because you're very tired and it was a long day that maybe might be tampered so much tomorrow? That's basically what I want to like try to gauge.
So here's a question. Do I know what Glick saw in my mirror, Prince?
I think both of you would know what y'all saw in each other's
Okay.
mirrors.
Yeah, we know. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you sent it to me or not. I think you did. I can't remember.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read some of it. I think I read all of it, but my brain is swished
That's okay.
this week. So
I point to the room that Glick's took. She saw parts of me that I did not want to remember. It is a
In the
wound that has
mirrors?
never healed and has been ripped open again. I don't want to be alone again.
Well,
Ulfir is going to reach into one of his coat pockets and come out with something that at one time was a funnel cake, but now it's just a ball. And he's going to slowly hand it over to Elafor with just a nod of understanding.
Elafor takes it and eats it, still crying.
Ismat is going to reach into her bag of things, take out an empty vial. God, I sound like an emo fucking kid, but she's gonna hold it out to Elafor and say, "Whenever you're ready. Like you said, I'll never lose track of you."
just praying on it when he's down.
No, you said you want friends, and I do too.
Elafor
we-
will actually reach out his hand and cuts it and squeezes it into the vial.
She takes it.
And he
she puts
looks
it
at
over.
you. I'm choosing to trust you.
Yeah. And she'll rest one hand over the cut and cure wounds. Just heal him up.
I would just say roll me a medicine check, DC 10.
Okay, that would
Because it's not going to be actual damage, really, for just a little cut. I'm not going to make it grow.
I mean, we are going to sleep. We'll get the spell
Yeah.
slots
Yeah,
back.
we're gonna get
Fucking
everything
natural
back. Yeah.
25.
But I'm just saying for
For the
move
record, Glix is
here-
already out. She opened her pack and
Yes,
like
yeah.
got a slice of bread, ate it, and went to sleep. She's done.
Got you.
She's completely asleep.
Natural
yeah.
20
Nat 20.
on the cut.
Yeah, there is love and
Zip it
care in this healing of your hand. That way you don't have to really use a spell slot or anything. But there's a little bit of magic
Appreciate it.
infusion into this. And it's good feelings.
I won't let you down. I'm still figuring it out. I don't know how this works, and obviously my judgment could be a little better. She glances at Z and then looks back and says,
He's like, what?
And Elafor will look at you, Kismet, and go, just remember that you are more than your curse.
"We'll see about that."
He's like, are you just? Did you actually want all of our blood, or is this just a weird friendship
It's
exchange?
look,
Because
you
I
were
mean,
you were
if you
happy
need
enough
it for
me to
something,
you were
I'm not
happy enough
saying
to
that
give
we're
it-
friends. I'm just saying if it's actually helpful.
I can track you if I have your blood. So if
For
you get
how
lost,
long?
I'll
Like,
have to
just
use the blood.
indefinitely?
It would well, once I drink it, it would give me an hour to find you.
It's an in case of emergency blood pack, right?
Yeah.
Ulfir is going to stand up as best he can. He's going to run a thumb.
It's tall enough for you to stand here.
Okay.
It
He
should be.
stands, runs a thumb along his axe, and produces it in front of Kisman to collect the blood. Then he's going to wipe the blood away, shoot a look over at Z. Someday you must tell me the story of who poisoned your heart. And then he's going to find a room and go to sleep.
Z just sort of shakes his head and then looks back at Kisbot and says, I'll trade you.
What do you want from me?
Blood. You know, we just trade blood.
What are you gonna do with my blood?
Keep it in case of emergency.
What does that mean? Show me your teeth. And she like holds Z's chin and like pulls down a lip. You can't do shit about my blood. What the fuck are you talking about?
Ooh.
You don't know.
I know.
Can I roll deception?
I'll roll insight.
You can. Yeah, let's do it, I guess.
Me, I want all my friends to get along. Everybody else, nah.
Shit. I will use lucky and reroll. Damn it. Oh, I meet it. That's good enough, right? I got exactly 21. Level 4.
Yeah, you Kismet, you can see through this. There's a vampire when you see one.
Yeah, Z's not a vampire, but even though Z doesn't know exactly what he would do with your blood, he thinks that he might be able to figure out something eventually.
Kismet smiles and say, "Look, you're cute. You're not that
I
cute."
know. Well, then you can't have my blood. If I can't have
That's
yours.
fine.
Okay.
That's okay. This is
just
a
saying.
trust exercise. God, you gotta.
So
Don't
you
just
don't
take
trust
my-
me is what you're saying.
You have. Is there any value in you having my blood?
I could probably sell it to somebody.
What the fuck, Z?
Well, you look. It's fine. It's fine. I
Blix
see
would
some.
like to rest her case on the "we're not good people."
Yeah, no, there was never an argument.
No, Z
Counterpoint,
never
Alfir is an amazing
presented
person.
himself as a good person and has no interest in being good in particular.
Alfir is super huggable.
Yeah.
That's true. Alfie
Kismet
super
is
huggable.
trying, okay? Blix, cut her a fucking break. She looks at Z and says, "Look, I'm not forcing you.
No, you look. What happens
I'm
if you
looking.
get lost?
You gotta find a. I can do something with it. That's the whole point.
Maybe
I'm
we
not
can
just
find
taking your
somebody
blood
else
for
that could
shits
do
and-
something with it.
Fine." And she takes her mace and like literally flicks her thumb on it and holds it out.
Oh,
And it's
Okay.
black ichor. It's not even blood.
will this work the same way? Like,
I
would
don't
another
know. Find out. I
person like
guess.
you be able to track you with this?
You're the one who wants it.
Okay, fine. Z, Z does not have a vial for blood.
This is Angelina Jolie and whoever the fuck the other guy was, wearing like
They're just like
fucking
trading
blood
vials.
necklaces and
Yeah.
shit.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, that guy.
So he'll just sort of like pat down his pockets and be like, "You got an extra vial?"
Yeah, what are you gonna trade me for it?
I would like you to know that at this point, Elafor would have walked
a
away at
vial
the
of
same
my
time
blood.
that Alfir did, so he's not seeing this. I don't want to see this. I don't need this.
Everyone is in
makes out-
bed. These two.
No one
Yeah.
needs to see this.
Z will cut his finger and be like, "I'll trade you a vial of mine."
Elafor will poke his head out. Just fucking get it over with already, and then go back in the bedroom.
She takes the blood and puts it away and holds out a vial for her own blood. And as Z is about to take it, just drops it and just
Can I try to catch it?
leaves.
I catch it.
I was honestly waiting for you two to do that whole marriage thing with entwining the arms and doing
And walking around the
shots and-
table.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll come a couple of episodes later, I'm sure.
Okay.
Are you just holding like a drop of blood in your hands now?
No, it's in a vial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Put it in a vial. Yeah, I got the
I
other vial.
dropped it. Did you got to roll to see if you can grab
Oh,
it before
okay.
it
What
falls,
is that?
right? Yeah.
Sleight of hand?
Dex. Just do a dex check.
A dex check?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say that's fine. Absolutely.
Fine.
I take it. I put it away with my cookie cutter.
Can I use my luck to make someone else reroll? Is that how it works?
No, I don't think you can force a reroll.
I'm not gonna do it. But
And I assume y'all go to bed after this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell for heart-filled moment with the most of the group crying, emotional.
My
Rest of the
blood
group.
smells like sugar
Fuck you,
too.
give me your blood.
And I think we're going to take a short break with that weirdness behind us.
Listen, it was a team building exercise.
No, it
Sure.
was not.
Oh my god.
Team building. Sure, that's what we'll call it. We'll call that a team.
Team building exercise. Yeah, sure. So thank you much, everyone.
Thank you much,
Thank you for
everybody. Yeah.
redeeming the do the voice mod thing, because y'all can now listen to this curse shit. I'm not making my cast listen to the curse shit, but yeah, it's weird. And congratulations, you did this to yourself. We'll see y'all in about 5 to 10 minutes.
All right. Oh my
Bye.
god. See you guys in a bit.
Let
And we are back. Hello again, and welcome back to Wayward Revelry, a Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign. Our crew has just had a day, a very, very long day, in which they completely avoided the incredibly nice inn that I literally brought to them because of paranoia, and
Free
proceeded to be
everything.
exhausted.
It's a
We all became
Feywilds and we
exhausted
know you.
looking at it. Mm-hmm.
I
And
was
it's
down to go in. That's all I
Carried by
gotta say.
hundreds of fleshy feet.
It's not that weird, honestly. Not here.
Honestly, had it not been for the feet, I may have gone for it. Those feet, man. No.
I can't stay in a tavern that breaks Twitch's TOS. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
It doesn't anymore because they're going to be changing.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So my accidental toe shots, they're fine with.
Those were always okay. They just never very clearly stated that. But now there's going to be like actual, you can do that on Twitch stuff.
Oh, you can.
At least they're talking about changing their quote unquote policies for Twitch after dark, basically.
Welcome, everyone, to Dimples and Dice's Toasty Wet Toesies.
No,
6 hours
It is
absolutely
time
not.
for.
It has been a
Moist
wonderful show.
beats.
Bye, everybody.
I just see your view count just plummeting. Understandably.
I just
Anyway,
help. Somebody send help.
you all wake
There are
up.
some changes coming though. Go check out Zach Busey's Twitter. He's got a bunch of information on it.
It did, yeah, I did post some stuff. Okay, so
Yep.
sorry, not sorry, Savi. So y'all are up, and Adam, this is a new day. I know one of you doesn't sleep. So I don't know what the heck Kismet does to pass the time.
I feel
I
like
don't either.
Kismet probably just watches
Doesn't-
people sleep.
Doesn't Kismet still technically have to be inactive for like 4 hours or whatever? So she's just
Yeah,
kind of
I'll
like
tell
Four-hour
you
strictly in
meditation.
space.
No,
Yeah.
The Dampier don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
to sleep at all. They
Really?
don't sleep, breathe. They do have to rest. So
Yeah.
you can't be actively adventuring or something like that. But like if you stayed up all night reading books, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is the undead rules. That's fine.
Yeah.
All I do is a 4-hour meditation. I don't actually sleep. I don't have to. I do sleep, but I don't have to. But we're someplace
Kismet's
safe.
just
I'm
standing
not
over
the fuck out.
Z. Just
I'm waiting for that 100%.
Just creeping.
Can I tell you what Kismet does while
Yes,
everybody else
please.
is taking their naps? And she takes out her teacup, finds a little cozy spot, sort of like, gets comfy, I'll say. And the teacup sort of fills itself with blood that's not quite good, but enough to keep me going. Takes a sip and says, "So what do you think about them?"
I think if you don't kill them, they'll be great friends.
I don't plan on killing them. Why do people assume that? Is it the teeth? It's the fangs? I don't. So did you not hear me?
No. Just you're good.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. The teeth and fangs will definitely do that to people.
You sound different. Is this place
Yeah.
messing with?
I'm adjusting to current situations.
Right. I don't know if I necessarily like it, but if this is what you want, I'll support your decision.
I'll always be your sippy cup.
Right. Well, that Lix, she's real mad at me, huh? Do you have any? I never really had to make it up to people. I would do whatever prank I wanted to do, and because of who I am or was, they would just have to go along with it. And now I'm like, consequences are weird. I'm realizing this now.
I've heard when these humanoids are alive, they like hugs.
They like hugs.
Yeah, so you just hug
She
her.
wouldn't give me her blood. I don't think she let me hug her.
I think there's a big difference between blood and a hug.
Oh, I thought blood first and then hug. No?
We're gonna have to work on this slowly, I think.
Okay, well, what do you recommend? What do I just apologize? The last time I apologized, she was the one who helped me apologize. Who's gonna help me apologize?
Have you just tried saying sorry?
Just a word? That seems
You could also
like
ask
how do
me,
you
but
how
I
do you
wouldn't recommend.
right. I just don't know how to encapsulate the magnitude of the guilt that I feel right now in sorry. So maybe we should draft this out, right? Hold on. There's a bunch of paper here, and I take one of the seemingly blank sheets from Elafor's tables and like a quill if there is one, which I'm sure there is, and say, okay, tell me what to say. Or maybe I come up with it, and then because then it's really my apology, and you can tell me if I sound okay, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Sorry, I
Period.
didn't mean to. Okay, just that's it. What about
No.
I care deeply for you, and I will. No, that sounds creepy.
Yes,
Even
you're
from
going
my
to sound
standards.
creepy. It's kind of what you do.
I don't see it. People say that a lot, but I think I'm perfectly. No, I take that back. Right. I I care about you, and I will promise not to hurt your feelings again. But see, the promise, right? That's where they get you. What if I do end up hurting her feelings again? And then it's a whole thing, right? How do I know that I
If you're
won't
not
break my
gonna
promise?
listen to me, I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
No. Listen, we haven't talked in a while. Stay here. Okay, I am sorry. I'm writing that down. I will not. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, right? And I will try not to hurt your feelings again. Is that good? Or should I just commit? I should promise. I'll promise. And it's 4 hours of this. It's 4 hours of her trying to figure out how
On the
to
saucer
apologize
a
to
little bit,
Blix.
just like shaking its head, but it doesn't have the edge. Just squeaks on the saucer and just like, you keep doing what you do.
All right, Your Majesty. I think we made a lot of progress today. I will see you later.
Excellent.
Thanks.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry, which part?
The voice. The voice was a lot.
I can't understand it. Yeah, Catherine says she can't understand it either.
Yeah.
That's
thank-
the problem
thank-
with voice mods.
Thank you.
Chaos
Thank you,
Mage says,
Coach
It
"Get
probably
Catherine.
is filtering too much. Whatever. I don't have time to adjust it to the filters every time. I apologize. Anyway, y'all are all awake now.
Ulfir is sitting in the chair that he was sitting in last night, snacking on a ration, and he seems to be contemplating the fox head medallion that he normally wears. It's off around his neck and it's just in his hand, and he's just munching away. Looks deep in his thoughts.
Z's rations are sort of like dried fruit roll-ups. Since he just basically lives off of sugar. Which he's just sort of like pulling apart into like little pieces and snacking on, as one does with fruit roll-ups. And he's just sitting on the back of the couch, kind of near Ulfir. So are we gonna come up with some ground rules, agreements about how to approach things, or did you have a different idea? I mean, I can come up with them if you want. All right.
Glix.
I'll take that as a yes.
Glix is waiting for till everyone is in the living room or the common area before exiting the bedroom.
Is everyone out into the common area?
Yeah, Elafor would have done as soon as he got up. He would have come out to the common area. He probably wouldn't be overly talkative. He's still a little tender after last night's display of emotions, but yeah.
Oh, when everybody walks into the room, Kismet is just the spot that you last saw her in, which was getting comfy, that hasn't moved, looks like still as stone. Just looks up and says, "Oh, you're all awake. Did you sleep well?"
That is a relative term.
I swear to God, the first time Kismet starts talking about 7 days, I'm fucking out.
Oh.
So
Yeah, Elafor does not seem like off put by this. This is normal. This is fine.
So Glix literally just walked into the first bedroom and knocked the fuck out. Cause upset, angry, in a mood, not usual at all. Anyone who's known her for any length of time has only ever seen her spring form, happy-go-lucky, cheery, typical happy Glix. Glix walks out of the room, a 6'5", pale skin, dark blue freckled Eladrin, very svelte, very muscular kind of svelte, wearing all black, a very crisp black coat, spiky white hair, and he says, "Good morning."
Kismet doesn't look phased, says, "Hello."
Have
you sleep well?
I met Eladrins?
No one would know. Even
no, I'm not
Kismet
talking
is
about
gonna
you.
be-
I'm not talking about you. I mean, has Z in his history ever met Eladrins before? Like
Sure.
in general. Okay.
You're from the
I'm
Feywild.
just
You would have met Eladrin.
checking if I would have any frame of reference for what might be happening, basically.
Possibly, but it's not very common for Eladrins to change genders or size.
Right.
Yeah.
I am more than a
Okay.
foot taller than I was the day before, and I am
Got
now
it, got
a
it.
male elf.
Who are you?
Hold on, Ophir. Remember what we talked about. We talk first.
I am talking.
It's
I-
me.
Process of elimination. It would have to be Glix. We're all here, and nobody can get in or out without my invitation. Good morning.
Oh, I like what you have done with your hair.
Thanks.
Goes back to eating.
Gets his pack, sits it down, plunks down in a chair, and just sits there. So are we going?
As soon as everybody is ready.
I'm ready. I already had breakfast.
Same.
ready.
She
Ophir.
puts her teacup away and nods.
Ophir puts his box head medallion back on, just kind of nods to no one in particular, gets to his feet.
And you know,
I'll head over to the-
Glix still kind of looks like Glix, but far less round. All of the angles are very, very sharp now. Same freckle pattern, they're just blue now instead of her normal like tan. And the only thing you recognize at all is that there's still the constellation theme on like buttons and stuff in the coats. And he still has the crescent moon necklace on.
So what I'm hearing is you're going through your Gothemo phase.
Something like that.
Love that for us.
Except I also
Yeah.
1'3" taller than I was the day before.
Elafor will just assume that you will talk about it if you will talk about it. Otherwise, I will just open the door.
Yeah, you kind of Ophir does pause and kind of put a hand out, seemingly measuring something, and then raising it up to where Glix is standing now, and then lowering it back down, and just kind of shaking his head.
Also, at this point, Ulfir can actually see Glix. There is no trace of color at all.
Well, you're just
Except
new
for, like,
and
the
inventive
dark-
shades of gray now.
And like the decorative, or well, not decorative. Her freckles are like a dark blue, but they look almost black.
Would you
So
say
other than
50
that-
shades of gray?
New
Way
and
more than
inventive
50.
shades
Ooh.
of gray, Dimples. How dare you?
I don't know. I heard 50 Shades of Grey.
No.
Well, as everyone starts to be getting to their feet to get up, Z will sort of like flutter up from the back of the couch and brush off his hand and say, right. Well, we discussed last night that we should have a general plan for when we encounter situations out there. Shoot first, ask questions later, or talk first and let them shoot first. We didn't really set that in stone, but seeing as we don't know what might be outside our very door, it would probably be best to discuss the group's general plan for approaching
You
situations.
should never shoot first.
I would disagree, but that is an idea in the ring. What does other people think?
Well, I don't know about.
Go ahead.
Go for it. No, please.
Nope. You first.
I don't know about never, but I think Glix and Kismet looks at him with sort of like asking for consent of calling him Glix right now.
It's Glix.
Glix has a point. We don't. It shouldn't be the first resort, but if we know for sure, if we've done our research, if we've, I don't know, snooped, or then hitting first makes sense. But like, yeah, we shouldn't have handled it that way is all I have to say. Maybe somewhere in
No.
the middle.
All fear.
Z. Are you hungry?
No, can I insight check what he means?
Can you let him finish?
If you are not hungry, why do you seek the kill before there is need of the hunt?
I said nothing of the sort. As Kismet just pointed out, there may be situations in which shooting first, knowing what we're walking into, having the advantage is beneficial. And I have an aversion to the word never as a very strong stance to take that, does not make strategic sense in every situation. What I
Then-
would propose is that we agree not to shoot first unless we discuss it first.
We don't shoot first unless we're in mortal danger.
Well, that could be subjective, but what I
Then
was, as I said, if we discuss it first, we agree that we will shoot first, then we shoot first. If we're not sure, we don't shoot first.
Then at that point, it is not shooting first. Shooting first is a choice. It is reactive. If we are to attack first, it is to be the only shot fired. And
Well,
then
this is semantic. but
only if we are damn sure.
Z shrugs. Elafor, what do you think?
Elfor doesn't say anything.
All right, I take that to mean you agree. Very good. We have a plan. And Z will just start flitting out towards the door.
You see Kismet with this like fistful of scrunched up paper, parchment in one hand, sort of like take one step towards Glix, shake her head, and then like walk out of the door as well.
Fear's out the door.
And she
Cool.
waits for Ophir and Glix so that if they need like visual guidance, she's close enough to provide it.
I'll stand up because I know that Elafor has to leave last just because that's the way magic tends to work. And I will look at him and say, thank you very much for a safe place to rest for the night. And I will walk out.
Once everybody's out, I will walk outside, close the door. The key will go back to being rusted, and I will say, I can only do that once every 3 days.
That's good to know. Are we still headed towards the balloon?
Is the feet building there?
Who is proficient in survival?
Definitely not me. Oh, I've
I am.
got high wisdom, so if that helps.
Alfir is
It's
proficient.
the actual
though.
proficiency. I am proficient.
in
I am
survival.
proficient in survival. Contrary to,
I was gonna say
everything.
you
I'll
can
provide
roll it,
guidance.
Glix, but you will have to roll with disadvantage because your sense of direction is still busted. Everyone else that is proficient in survival can roll survival,
I'll give guidance.
and the
Flat
building
out
is
roll?
gone.
Flat out roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Who are you
Um,
giving guidance to?
As I walk past, I'm just gonna like
Oh,
rest one hand gently on Glix and just give him guidance if I can.
It's a D4, right?
yep.
Yeah.
So that's a 6 plus 1 for a 7.
You mean 9 plus 1.
Ulfir
Or
immediately
nine
picks
plus
up
one.
a fucking frog
No,
and licks
was
it.
it?
Yeah, that's 9.
Yeah, 9. Sorry.
And y'all are the only people proficient?
Yep.
Well,
He's not proficient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I rolled a 10 total.
y'all don't really know what direction the place is in now. Y'all walk out of this place, and this place is out of the building, the structure, the plane that you're in, and you come outside, and it's a swamp, and there's really nothing recognizable to help point you in the right direction.
Could Ulfir take the time just through nature clues to be able to orient himself a little bit better?
You'd have to walk away from here.
Okay.
So, I mean, if y'all pick a direction and walk for, 10, 15 minutes, you might be able to reorient yourself.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have no memory of this place.
God damn it.
Yeah, my survival.
Z
skills are
doesn't know
not
that we don't know
directional.
where we're going, so he's just like, whatever.
I
Following
glance at
along.
Ella4.
Yeah, I'll
I
look
say,
at
"Can you-
Ella4 and Kismet, be like,
can-
y'all are the ones who saw it. Do you remember where it might be?
I just can't figure out what direction.
Oh, welcome to
the
my world.
Feywilds.
And as you all begin to walk, make yourself get a little bit away from the place you're in, you see some tall swamp grass, sort of clusters of cattails in between there, and you hear rustling of vegetation ahead of you. The sound sort of sounds like movement. It doesn't sound like the sound of feet or swimming exactly. It sounds sort of like maybe someone walking with a stick.
Sound of feet coming to theaters next.
God damn it. And do y'all keep moving? Because you can't really avoid the direction the sound is going in.
I look between everyone and I say, talk first if we can. No attacks unless we're
He's
threatened.
just gonna fade backwards and up a little bit. He's
Yeah,
not gonna be the first to talk.
Yeah, Ella4 has been very quiet this entire time. He'll probably just hover above and behind the group.
Keep moving, but keeping eyes peeled.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say
Uh,
we're watching, but moving not super quick.
Are you, Z and Elafor, trying to be stealthy?
I'm not.
think-
I'm just trying
I
to
th-
hang back behind them.
I think I would. I am a contingency plan, and I'm fine with that.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
That's a 26.
You are the
Elafor
silence of
disappears from the
death, essentially.
I love a good.
And this
stealth
makes
roll in
sense,
Hither.
honestly, because Elafor has the best vision of the group. And so Elafor can sort of fly up a little bit. And you can't see all the way through all the mist, but you can still make out your party within that, 120-foot distance, essentially.
Yeah,
and-
Z's more like 10, 15 feet off the ground and just hanging back about 20 feet from the rest of the group. He's not.
And as you
way up
begin
there.
to lift up into the air, and this happens for the rest of you as well, you see 6 creatures, and they're all walking on stilts. And strapped to the back of each of these creatures is a wire cage filled with eggs, various different colors in each of the cages. And you notice they all look like they're looking for something in the tall grasses and the swamp waters. Upon closer inspection, as they get closer to your distance, they seem to be hobgoblins.
He's going to fly just a little higher than he was, so he would be out of reach of any of them.
And if you check the Discord, it's in there what they look like. And they just, unless you all approach them, they seem to pay you no mind.
Not going anywhere near them. I am following Ulfir, and we are just making our way through the swamp.
Making our way through
I-
the swamp.
Do any of you speak Goblin?
Don't think I do.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Elafor, you hear them speaking, and basically what you catch from them, they are basically saying that they are looking for eggs of reptiles and birds to eat and trade at the Soggy Court.
Not sure how Elafor would react to this. But he'll look at the group and just kind of keep quiet.
And they continue past you.
After they're
wave.
passed, then I will go down and inform the group what I heard.
Ulfir, you can roll that check, survival check.
Are you fucking kidding me? I hate these dice. I hate them. I hate them. I hate these dice. I hate
Anyone
these
else
dice.
who is proficient can roll a survival check as well.
I'll give guidance.
Do I need to roll with disadvantage, or is it directional? So I just
This is directional.
I'll give guidance again to. Are you rolling, Flex?
yeah.
So I'll give you guidance.
So that's what's the total?
14.
14.
Not so bad.
Excellent. Glix, based on where they told you and where you catch a little bit of, the best way you can put it is sun rays, but you don't actually know if it's sun. You think if y'all continue heading, if you make a little bit of a turn and curvature and head east, you'll be on the right track.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna like look at the sky and be like, just based on where we were yesterday and all of this, and I can't tell you which direction we're pointing, but it feels like we need to go
That away.
that way.
Are you sure?
Gut feeling, I could be wrong, but does anybody have a better idea?
I
Not
trust.
really.
I will look for a landmark in that direction. You mean that way?
How would you have a landmark?
Like a tree or something like that, just to like confirm with Glix.
Oh,
Like-
just that y'all both pointing in the same places.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Because even though Glix right now has a feeling, I'm like, by the time we get there, Glix may not know that same direction anymore. So like we're all gonna have to like know what direction we're going and not rely on Glix to get all the way there. So I just want to confirm that we know where we're going. Yeah. Okay. So we all line up. The whole group figures out the direction with Glix. Yeah. Okay. So that way we can hopefully get there, even if Glix loses that sense again.
Apologies to chat that I keep getting accosted by my dogs. We just got an Amazon delivery and Papa's not home, so we're angry. She has a lot of opinions. I might have to mute.
You're good. And so you'll make your way in this direction for probably 40 minutes or so. It seems like longer than that. But eventually you see a building, a structure. It seems like a tower.
Does it
Tilted.
have feet? First question.
No, it does not have
Okay.
feet.
It's not related to the other building. Good to know.
I'm gonna just start making every building have feet just for the fuck of it.
I was gonna
We
say,
will
yeah.
never
I mean,
go
you're
into
just
a foot
opening-
building, so
Then you'll never get anything done because everything's going to have feet. I'm gonna make all of the creatures have extra feet. Like everything's gonna have feet. This is gonna be like somebody's OnlyFans stream.
Oh my
You
god.
are watching Wayward Revelry, now brought to you by New Balance. New Balance for when your buildings need comfort.
Wow.
what were you gonna say, L4?
Was there something else being said before I continue on?
Oh, I thought L4 was gonna say something.
No, I haven't said anything. You may have heard my cat chirping, but that ain't me.
Oh, okay.
And Oliver, and I suspect the even probably with a little bit of help. If you fly up a little bit, you can notice that this building is tall. It is crumbling stone tower coming out of this swamp, and it's leaning at an angle that almost makes it look like it's going to fall over. And on the lower side of this tower's peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. But it is some distance up off the ground, probably about 30 feet or so above the swamp water. And the building itself is covered by black brambles that are clinging to its lower half.
The basket or the whole tower is 30 feet above the.
This, right? What I'm pinging on screen.
Mhm.
Yes. Hmm.
What is 30 feet above?
The basket.
Okay, yeah. The tower is not floating, but the basket is held up. Okay.
Yeah. The tower is about 50 feet tall, say 20 feet wide. And the ground within like 30 feet of the tower is basically covered by these black brambles. And they kind of cluster in a dense patch around an open doorway. Now you will have to go through these brambles to get into the building. But those who have flying could, go up to the basket and fly to it if they wanted to.
The door is
think-
open.
The door seems to be open.
I will get. I'll talk with everybody else. Do you want to go in?
Does the basket look like the basket from the balloon that they saw?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is that what y'all saw fall?
I believe so. Yes.
Then I guess we got to go in, huh?
Does the tower look like it's being used? Like up around the doorways, there's signs of like traffic in and out. Like, is it like a nicely kept, like worn path of someone going?
It's a
through the
swamp. You
brambles?
would not be able to tell.
Like,
And
would,
the brambles are covering the entrance to it. So if someone's
okay. So there's
some-
not a path through the. I thought the brambles.
no,
came,
no,
like,
no.
up
You'd have
around-
to
okay.
make your way through these.
Got it.
either
Got it.
through,
Okay.
you know, cutting through them or, you know, making checks to make
Yeah,
your
yeah.
way around them.
So there is no path through them. Okay.
I turn
Not
to
not a clear path. That does
Yeah.
not mean there is no path. That just means
Yeah,
there's
but it's
a-
not like someone has like mowed away the brambles here in a straight
No.
line to the door. What were you gonna say, Kismet?
turn to Z and L4 and I say, perhaps the two of you could fly up and take a look. Let
In
us
the
know if it's
basket.
worth going in.
Sure, we can look around, see if there's anyone.
My inference is that whoever was in the basket is inside the tower now.
Right.
If I were
He's not-
them, I would have taken everything in the basket with me.
Yeah.
Unless they didn't
So-
make it.
I think they made it. But Kismet is going to like just weirdly like hold L4's hand for a second and give it a general squeeze and say, be safe, both of you, and cast guidance on L4.
Are y'all moving towards the brambles, by the way? Like where this area of the building?
I am not. Ulfir is not moving
I
towards those
think we
damn brambles.
stopped a little way back once it came into view, and now are deciding how to
Yeah.
proceed. Right? Yeah. Which Z will go with Ella4 up there to scout it out before we decide whether or not the whole group should come. Basically.
So you two have to kind of fly over the brambles essentially to do this.
Mhm.
But as y'all are approaching the area above the brambles, you hear a voice go, "You there? I need your help."
Is it coming? Where is it coming from? Tower?
The basket.
Basket?
Mhm.
Knew it. Still in the basket. Hello?
Take a look. Yeah, see what do we see?
Do y'all say anything as you approach?
Well, do we see
I
it?
mean, I'll yell up from the ground, hello?
I mean, I'll call
well,
out. That's fine.
You would be a little bit of a distance,
Okay.
Glix, since you're not flying. And when you say like something, you hear, come closer.
But we
I
don't
will-
see anyone.
No, you don't see anyone yet. You need to basically be above the basket, essentially.
I will fly above the basket, but I do have my bow in my hands.
Sure.
I fly
And-
up, but I don't want to get too close without seeing what's in the basket.
So, both of you roll me perception checks.
I almost kind of want to just say I want to do my passive.
You have guidance.
Yeah, it's a D4, right?
Yep.
Yep.
16.
Both of y'all are good. As you get up into the air and get above the basket, a few things you see here. First, you can see from above the corpse of a bullywug that is smashed on basically the side of this tower, clearly dead. Inside of the basket, there is a silver bird cage with a violet small dragon creature. And the dragon inside of this bird cage has a small sword in one of its hands. It's like, come now. I still need your help.
I'll fly down.
Do I know what this is?
Roll me history or arcana.
Can I do a history check?
Sure.
Turbo Nerd 21.
ZU, it looks like a
Purple
fairy
Cool.
dragon thingy. You know exactly what it is, Elafor. This is a violet fairy dragon. Exactly what it looks like. And you also know that they are very intelligent creatures. And they tend to be upbeat and do things that are often considered to be heroic when they have the opportunities to.
All right, I'll fly down. I kind of nod at Z.
Like
It should be fine.
Good. Okay.
It should be fine.
Z will fly down with you. Can I, as we're going down, does it look like the bullywog has anything good on it?
We'll get there.
Okay. I'm just like casting an eye over on like whether or not he looks like he has a bunch of stuff on him as we fly down. I'm not gonna go straight to his body. I'm just
unless you're going straight to the body.
I'd say keep an eye out if you can while we take care of the little guy.
Okay.
Sure.
In that case, I'll perch on the edge of the basket, and I'll watch. Well,
you do not want to. You can already tell you do not want to perch on the edge of this basket.
Then I'll just hover there while Elafor goes down to like maybe pick out the dragon or whatever.
Sure. And so once you get down, the dragon sort of whispers to you. So as you can see, I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Talavar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask that you free me. You see, as I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Bavlorna Blightstraw, when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and sent plummeting to its current and unfortunate location, my pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, did not survive. I've been trapped up here for a while now. Help. I have to tell the Queen of the Fall of the Prismere.
Insight check just to make sure this is on the level.
Roll.
I think it's on the level, I'm sure. That's a 1.
You absolutely believe whatever he's saying.
All right, well, let's get you out of there, friend. And I will pop the lock.
Make sure you stay quiet. There are 2 serpents asleep within the brambles, just outside of the tower door. If you awaken them, they might put the squeeze on you, or worse, eat me.
That's a 23 with these tools and sleight of hand.
Oh yeah, you easily unlock this cage, and you manage to do it without knocking the basket over, but it is precariously placed at this point. Actually, no. This is a magical lock.
It won't pop. All right.
It will not pop.
Friend, then I apologize for what I must do, and I grab the cage.
Double check that. Sorry for my own retcon there.
I mean, it's not really a retcon. It's me trying to pop the lock, and the lock doesn't open. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
This is beyond my skill. I'm going to need you to take you to my friends, and I will grab the cage.
Yeah, and the cage is small. You can grab it. This is a tiny creature in here.
I'm just making my way back to the group.
Go back to the group.
Elafor is walking back with the cage.
Oh, this is flying. This ain't walking.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, flying.
And
back
I'm gonna do a once over on the basket and the body before I return to see if I find anything.
Roll me a d20.
Okay, just a straight D20.
I love how I'm the
D20.
thief, and I'm not the one that is like loot hungry.
It's not just like loot. There could be like information or like things that belong to our dragon friend or other things. Like I don't know what's going on.
You got anything good?
Yeah.
Looks like there is a small bag on this creature.
Okay. I will lift the small bag. Is there also I don't want to fly too close. I haven't heard about the serpents, but I'll just like look around down below the basket to see if anything important seemed to have fallen down there as well. No more bodies or other things. Okay.
Nope.
Cool. I will take the small bag with me and I will fly after Ella4 back to her friends.
He said not to attack, but that doesn't mean you capture them in a cage. Jeez, what is...
He is trapped. The
Oh.
lock is beyond my means. It is magical in nature. He claims to work for the Summer Queen.
Why is
That
he
I
in
do.
prison?
Well, that is his story to tell, and I kind of hold the cage out.
I was rescued, and I've been trapped in this basket by some who don't wish me to tell exactly what's happened here. The prisoner has been taken.
We know.
Oh, you do?
by the hags?
Last coven.
Indeed. And that vile Bologna has trapped me in here.
Do we know who Belorna is?
Bavlorna is one of the hags.
Okay.
I look at everybody. I do not have the magical means to pop this lock. I don't know if any of you can.
Kismet's face is just like very blank and she looks a bit shell-shocked, isn't going to respond, just staring at the fairy dragon inside.
Why did your conveyance crash into that tower?
The wind took us. It was not the plan. It just was an unfortunate accident.
Oh, by the way, he says there are 2 large serpents in the brambles there.
Oh, yes. You want to be very
Seemingly
careful.
dangerous. I will hold up the bag. Is this yours or is that Wiggleward's?
Ah, that was Wigglewalks. He may have something in there to help me.
I will open the bag and shuffle around in it. Is there a key?
There is no key. However, there is a scroll and a potion of some sort.
Okay. I pull out the
Small.
scroll and hold it upside down. I can't read this.
Small one.
Could I?
May I ask that you disarm before we release you?
I hand it over.
Where would you like me to put my sword?
Outside of the cage is fine. I will ensure it's safekeeping.
Oh, nothing can go outside of the cage. And he takes the sword and he pokes at the space between the bars and it just think, think, think.
Oh, never mind.
You could just put it down on the floor of the cage.
I, Sir Talavar, would not bring any harm to your people. I would not have warned you about the snakes if I intended any harm.
You're from the Sealy Court?
You are aware of the Sealy Court.
Isn't everybody?
Well, I've seen some small folks, small humanoids who've come through here who don't seem to know much about anything for that matter.
Right, sucks to be them.
Well,
I think they are
perhaps
children.
we should- Yeah, perhaps we should discuss that, but does the scroll say anything?
Oh yeah. Is this something to unlock the...
Z is smelling the potion. See if it smells like
I don't know what that's going to tell you. It smells
He's just-
weird.
Well, he's trying to see if it smells like, I don't know, a healing potion or a more common potion that he might have encountered before.
Who's proficient in Arcana?
I'm not.
I am not proficient in it.
Not proficient.
All right. Who has an intelligence of 15 or higher?
I got 18.
15.
I will allow you all to take a stab at reading this with an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Yep,
I'll guide myself first.
do it.
And
This
then
is
I'll
rather difficult, though. We're looking for a DC 17.
Oh, well, I
21.
destroyed that with a 21.
Yeah.
So
do
Uh,
I even need to roll? Oh, we both rolled a
we
21.
both rolled a 21.
And
okay.
I've got a D4 to add if I need. I mean, I'll hold on to it.
Basically, you can tell from this spell scroll, it looks like it was hastily written by whoever this wiggle wog was, in basically a runic sort of language. And while you're not super familiar with spell scrolls that are wizardry, from what you can tell, this is the spell scroll of knock.
Yep, this will get him out. Somebody just needs to cast the spell.
Would you like to do it? I turn to
can.
Blix. I hold the scroll out to him.
And he'll take it and walk up to the cage and read it.
I'll
And-
guide him before he does, just in case.
No need. This is that by being able to decipher it, you can read it off, and as you read it off, the words disappear from the paper as you read them. The spell cast. You see a shimmer over the cage. And it looks like it almost is just like a falling sort of a shield, just dissipating essentially. It pops off, and then the cage door pops open, and Sir Talivar just flies out and stands on the top of the cage, stretches out. It's like, finally free. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you so much.
Glix will bow surprisingly well.
And he takes an extravagant bow.
You're welcome. It is nice to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. You all have rescued me from my imprisonment, and I am in your debt.
He
Is
will
there-
finish snorting the potion. I'm just put the stopper back on. Since he doesn't know what it smells like.
Is there somewhere we may accompany you to?
Accompany me. Do you wish to be rid of these hags?
Well, he is a dapper lad. Yes, we would love to be rid of the hags.
Oh, when you
And we
say
want to find
he's
the
dapper,
children.
he blushes a deeper purple color.
And we'd like to find the children too.
Yes, if we can find the children, that would be wonderful.
I suspect that if we are to remove Bablorna from her seat of power, that the children will come back to their own.
How did you get captured? By the way.
I attempted to fight Bavlorna in honorable combat.
And is there a chance that she is looking for you? He looks back at the hot air balloon stuck on the side of the tower right now.
Perhaps, but now I've found allies, and I believe that if we all band together, we can be unstoppable.
Elifor looks at the rest of the group. We are agreed that the hag is attack on site, right? Yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Well,
There's 3 of them. right?
actually, I don't know if that is the best of ideas.
Yeah, I don't know that we have to attack them. We just have to get the carnival back out of their control.
Well, understand that there are rules to this place. You
How
see,
does it work?
excellent. That is a great question to ask. There are rules that were put in place by the original proprietor, Zybilna.
That's who we're looking for.
Yes. And this is her realm. I believe that they have captured her. And because they could not find themselves to all be in accord, despite being sisters, they have split the Prismere into 3. But the rules as they stand, number 1 is the rule of hospitality. When a friend or an enemy or a stranger enters your home, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until a time such as they prove by their words or actions undeserving of such hospitality. Given that I challenged her to a duel, does not exactly go in my favor. There's also the rule of ownership. You must not steal from a friend, an enemy, or a stranger. To take something that doesn't belong to you without the rightful owner's permission is a crime and an unforgivable breach of etiquette. Last, there's the rule of reciprocity. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger offers you a gift, you are obliged to accept it and offer something of comparable value, be it a gift of service, gift or service in return. Such reciprocation does not need to happen immediately, but it must happen. Some of these rules have been very, very, very loosely enforced. I'm not sure if you've come across the infamous Aragon scarf head.
Oh, yes.
Agdon long scarf. Yes.
Yes, that one. Yes.
Oh, yes.
We came across their people, their workers.
My understanding is they're circumventing the rules, sort of, by accosting groups of people and then asking, and he does the air quotes, them to give them memories.
Oh no, see, they didn't ask. They told us they were taking them. But I have a question, if you don't mind.
I
You
may have an
mentioned-
answer.
You mentioned the rules.
Indeed.
What about the rule of 3?
The rule of 3.
Past, present, future.
I am unaware of this rule.
Thank
Well,
you.
there's 3 rulers. They split the Prismere.
Yes, there are 3 rulers. I know the one for this particular area of the Prismere, Hither. Bavlorna.
Glix.
Which,
Sorry, didn't mean to cut across. Did Glix reveal what Mr. Witch and Mr. Light? Okay, thank
Blix
you.
has not said anything to anyone since, other than, being really irritated.
Gotcha. Thank you.
She's not inclined to trust anyone right now. She came dangerously close to losing her home because of the actions of others, and she doesn't trust anyone. Well, he doesn't trust anyone. We have switched now.
I do need to return back to the Queen before I can be of any other help. Maybe she can send us additional backup or something of the sort.
Wait. Before you go, if I give you a letter, will you deliver it?
Of course. The Honorable Sir Talvir will absolutely deliver your letter. Are you from the Sealy Court? Do you know the Summer Queen?
Yes.
I've never seen you before.
I've been gone a while.
Do you know where the children go that you mentioned?
They tend to wander, lost, almost wraith-like. And I've noticed that if something attacks them or attempts to harm them in any way, that they simply disappear. Are you all going to attempt to confront Bavlorna?
We may.
I don't know if you can necessarily convince Pavlona into letting these kids go or letting go of her control over her portion of the prisoner. But if we meet her and we don't give her a reason to think that we are undeserving of hospitality, until that point we're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Do you know why Agdon Longscarf is collecting memories?
I do not. When they tried to capture me, I have proved myself much faster and far more capable.
Well, that probably wouldn't.
I nod at the fairy dragon at that one.
I'm just curious.
You may be able to get additional information from a goblin that I have had the good fortune to come across. The name is Jingle Jangle.
Are they one of the ones that carry eggs on their back?
Eggs on their
Those
back?
were hobgoblins.
Oh, they were hobgoblins?
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
I'm not familiar with them, but
They're just out here minding their own business.
she lives atop Telemy Hill, not too far from this area of the Slanty Tower. I will say this. Since you've released me, I have a gift for you. And he unclasps his sword and puts it out in front of himself. You may have this.
We would have to give you something in return?
You freed me.
Right. Reciprocity. I bow slightly and take the sword from...
It's tiny.
Yeah.
This is like picking up basically a long toothpick. Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe
That's
a
like
letter opener at best.
And
And
how will you be armed, friend?
I have my ways. If you all attempt to confront Pavlorna, please keep some things in mind. The bullywogs at the downfall where her cottage sits are quite friendly, provided you do not offend them. And beware of Pavlorna's ability to conjure minions that look like small versions of herself.
Do you have any weaknesses?
None that I've found, not before I was placed in a cage.
You afraid of anything?
I would imagine losing her seat of power. I do know this. Pavlorna knows her sister, Endelin's weakness. And she hates her sister, Skabatha. Perhaps you can use that.
So she knows Endelin's weakness and she hates Skabatha.
Indeed.
That is good to know.
My friend, I thank you, but I feel that you should not be unarmed. And as the gifts of reciprocity exist here, and she'll pull out her dagger. It's not a big dagger. I offer you a great sword. Thank you for giving us the heads up.
And he grabs it in two hands and takes a little bit to lift it, and he's like, "Ah, yes. I do not have a sheath for this, but I believe I
I
can
can
still
make you one,
fly."
and I'll grab like a little scrap of leather or something out of my bag and make like a little half-assed, like very fast but serviceable sheath. I can stitch pretty quick.
Kinda need fan art of this fairy dragon looking like Cloud Strife now.
Yes.
Essentially,
Fairy dragon looking like
that's
Cloud
how
Strife
big
riding
the sword
vampire
is.
frog.
And he sort of attaches it around his back, but gives himself just enough for his wings to still flap. And he does a little swerving sort of curl flight, and he's like, "Yes, yes, this is excellent."
I'm going to remove my dagger from my inventory.
Cool.
Z will hold up the potion. Do you know what this does?
He stares at it, and then he comes close and he touches it, and comes away. Opens the plug on it, takes a sniff.
Here you are coming for Z for sniffing the potion.
I wasn't coming for a Z. Okay, maybe I was a little bit.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
So-
but like the difference between just sniffing a potion and not knowing what it could be, or sniffing it and having the knowledge.
He says, I believe this is a potion of growth.
Kismet's
see.
face perks up. How long does it last for?
A few hours at most, I suspect.
I look at the potion and I look at Ulfir. I'm just saying, a giant would not be a bad thing to have at our disposal.
Ulfir holds out his hand.
Z will look over this tiny dragon that is carrying a dagger as a great sword, and does not seem to have necessarily room to carry this potion, and say, "Well, do you mind if we keep it in service of freeing the Prismere?"
I suspect Wigglewog would want this in the hands of people who would be doing what needs to be done.
Well, when we use it, we will use it in his memory.
Before you go, and while everybody's like been talking, Kismet has been scribbling on some parchment. Very bad handwriting, but she folds it up and
Just imagine you have red ink.
yeah, no, for sure, it's red ink, and I will send you the letter over DM later today or tomorrow. But she addresses it to her mother and just holds it out. Could you make sure this gets to the court? The name, address that they should be able to find.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
And you see a small purple hand reach out and grab it, but it's not the creature's hand, it's a mage hand. And it just holds it in front of his chest. It's like, "I will keep it close to my heart."
Thank you.
Well, I must be off. I will attempt to bring you whatever help or resources that I can. Be safe.
One question before you go. Can you point them in the direction of where Lorna lives?
I thought we were going to Jingle Jangle first.
Or Jingle
Over
Jangle?
on Float Me Hill.
Pointing us in the direction of Jingle Jangle would probably be a good idea, yes.
And he, from nowhere, he comes out with a small map and he hands it to you. And I'm going to change this one that we have up here, but y'all will get locations on this thing here.
Fancy.
With that, I must be off. House. And then
I
he takes off
proceed back.
into the sky.
Kismet just watches until she can't see him anymore. And then turns back.
And I believe that is where we're going to call this session.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, that was fun. Oh my
Woo.
god.
That
As a small
dragon was
fairy
something.
dragon just flies off.
into the sunset with struggling under the weight of a daggers.
Losing some altitude every couple of minutes.
The dagger that you have is a magical dagger. I mean, that's what it turns out to be. It is a plus
Magical
one.
toothpick.
But it's going to have some more adjustments more than just a plus one. And I will give you all who's going to have it, just so I know.
When I take it, I look at, I mean, it's dagger sized or toothpick sized.
Yeah, it functionally is a dagger for
Yeah.
everyone except Ulfir. It would not be very
Ulfir, like,
effective
straps
in
it to his
Ulfir's
finger and
hands.
just pokes
Yeah,
people in the eye.
this
of
would not
Assassin's
be
Creed.
effective for you.
I don't need a toothpick plus one.
I will give it, I'll hold it out to L4 and say, this might be useful for you.
I look at everybody. Are you sure?
I don't use daggers. Speaking of which, Z will hold out the potion. Anyone want this?
Oh, fear.
I'll take
Sure.
the dagger and I look at Ulfir. I think seeing him grow to a tremendous size would be quite hilarious. So yes, I want him to have it. That gets my vote.
Z will put it in Ulfir's hand.
Excellent. Cool beans. So that is that, y'all. Thank you all so much for hanging out today and being a part of this stream. Thank you for subs, gifts, all that jazz. Always appreciate it. Thank you for the raid, Steven, and anyone else that came in that I might have missed.
Dicey Amazons just came in a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to Dicey Amazons for coming through as well. I really, really appreciate it. And so we're going to let the players tell you who they are and where you can find them, and then we will find someone to rate. So let's go back around the table, starting from the opposite end this time, and start with Zero.
Hey everyone, my name is Zero Reynolds, aka Sir Jester, and the human equivalent of Steve Buscemi eyes. You can find me everywhere online at Sir Jester. I stream 3 times a week where I show folks how to do everything from painting minis and build terrain for TTRPGs to actually running games, and occasionally I'll play the game myself.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
And Andrani.
Hello, everybody. My name is Indrani. I am a handmade dice maker and a TTRPG streamer. You can find me online as at Nonagon Dice. I'm also a co-founder of Daisies and Dragons, which is an Indian TTRPG community, and also a live stream channel here on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/DaisiesandDragons. We stream every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. IST, which is Indian Standard Time. I keep saying that I'll convert it before the next game, and I never do, but I will, I promise, before the next game. Yeah, please come to our channel. We're trying to hit Twitch affiliate, I believe, is the first milestone. So that is where we're trying to get right now. So if you would like to support us on this journey, please pop on over. We would love to have you there. We also got a new logo. Check it out. It's really cool.
It is very cool.
Sweet.
That's me.
Next up is Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe Perez, otherwise known as Loader on the internet. I am the illegitimate love child of Bob Hoss. God, I can't even say this. Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo from the Super Mario movie.
It's not easy,
God.
is it?
It's not easy, just because I make myself laugh. You can find me everywhere online at LoadersZJ, LODURZJ. I do streaming for Blizzard Watch as well as all the podcast production there. You can also come find me at your friendly local gaming store if you happen to be in the Western New York region, Iron Buffalo Gaming, where I make coffee and make sure that it is a safe space for all of us that aren't quite what society would call normal. It's great.
Perfect. Panda.
Hi, I'm Awkwardish Panda. I am very awkward and roughly panda-sized. I'm a queer streamer here on Twitch. Lots of fun stuff coming up. This week I am taking Monday off. I will be back Tuesday morning around 9 a.m. playing Unpacking. We're going to have a couple weeks of gaming streams, which is not my usual content, but we raised a lot of money this week to the total of $3,709.69 because of memes. So we did really well this week, raising money for Wava. We have another fundraiser coming up Friday night on DC Lasser's channel, where Zero will be joining us, and it's going to be bakery chaos. There is going to be food and cake involved. It's going to be a mess. Oh, my character ain't ready. And then join me next Sunday, almost immediately following stream. Next Sunday, I will be over on Gaming Mag's channel, part of their podcast, getting ahead of the gaming awards. And there are going to be some major announcements coming with that in the next few weeks. So stay tuned to socials. It's at Awkwardish Panda, literally everywhere.
Excellent. Red.
Hi, everyone. I am Red. I am a writer in DM. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm not super active there. Otherwise, just catch me hanging around on this channel since I am married to Dimples and Dice.
And I am the person she's married to, and proof that redheads make bad decisions.
Wow.
That came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that.
Wow.
No, I love the Red Justice. So just so you know, I'm in a bunch of stuff and I'm doing a bunch of things. But since we're here, I want to show y'all some character art and my character that has just been announced for an upcoming Strixhaven campaign over on Gehenna Gaming. I linked the tweet in the chat, so do go check that out. That is my Goliath Wizard Kumo. I'm very much looking forward to that character, and that's going to be coming up on Sundays, starting on the 3rd. So next week will be the premiere. I believe that is going to be 8 p.m. Eastern time. But do check that out. Outside of that, you can catch me over on a bunch of different channels doing a bunch of different things. I'm over on the Amphitheater on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. with Eualia, which is a D&D 5e campaign based in the world of Redwall. I am also over on Faithforge Academy on Thursdays at 12 Eastern for another D&D campaign called the Reclamation Project. My Minotaur over there has embraced true and utter chaos by becoming part Blood Hunter. We have only 3 more episodes of that to go, so do check those out. And if you haven't started to follow or listen to the Faithforge Academy podcast, do go check them out as well. And then on Saturdays, you can catch me over on Vancouver by Night at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then over on my sister station, Rolling These 20s, as a storyteller for Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is a terrible choice to have a game this early on Sundays after being up to somewhere past midnight and 1 a.m. every Saturday night. But you know what? I enjoy being with you people that much, and the tiredness actually makes your shenanigans not as painful.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
So we are going to go and raid Rivals of Waterdeep. And we will see you all next week.
I waved so prematurely, but
yeah, I was like,
Thanks,
I'm
y'all.
not moved to our peace out screen, but we're moving to our peace out screen now. Have a good day, everyone. And we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.